Main event. Pacquiao Jack, Marcus Brown. Let's go back ringside. Here's Morrow, Al, and Broner. The second consecutive battle involving Olympians. Pacquiao Jack, the only boxer to represent Gambia, Swedish-born, now living in Las Vegas, looking to become a three-time champion. While Marcus Brown, well, he represented the U.S. in 2012. He's an undefeated lefty, and he feels tonight is his time. And the 28-year-old Sir Marcus Brown at 22-0 with 16 wins inside the distance, stepping up to 12-round status for the first time. He's had 9 fights scheduled for 10, and he's been the full 10-round distance twice. Pacquiao Jack, a champion at 168 pounds, a champion at 175 pounds. In fact, he relinquished his claim to the 175 pounds.
What's going on, y'all? We just getting set up real quick. We got Pacquiao Jack, Marcus Brown entering in the ring.
He knows that he's going to have a good night because he feels he is the man at 175 pounds. Now, what's the tale of the tape tell you? Well, look at that. As we look at tonight's weight, that's interesting that Brown, who is the true light heavyweight, or has been at that weight longer, ends up weighing when they reweigh tonight at 7 pounds more than Pacquiao Jack. That's intriguing. The other number that the uninitiated might think is intriguing is Pacquiao Jack's age, 35, but he is one of the few fighters who at 35 gets better with every fight. With the official introductions here once again, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
So we just had Rashid Warren get the L. Man, Barry Hunter is a hell of a coach. Every time we see him in the ring in the corner, he giving great advice, great instructions to his fighter as far as the sense of urgency. He's letting Warren know you need to step on it, man. Every single round he was reminding him. So, you know, I'm expecting a good fight here with Pacquiao Jack and Marcus Brown.
Jesus Mendoza, Supervisor George Martinez. Introducing our 3 judges, scoring from Las Vegas, Nevada, Eric Cheek. From Villa Park, California, Max DeLuca. And from Newegg, Connecticut, Don Trella. And introducing our referee in charge of the action, our 3rd man in the ring, Tony Weeks. All right, fans, here we go. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Interim Light Heavyweight World Championship. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the red corner to my right, wearing black trunks with gold trim, hailing from Staten Island, New York.
I'm just trying to get set up real quick, y'all, so bear with me.
75 pounds. 2012 U.S. Olympian. He is undefeated in his campaign in the professional ranks with a record of 22 wins, no losses, and 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the WBA, WBC, and WBO number 2.
Let me know who y'all got tonight, man. Drop a comment on Pacquiao Broner, as well as this fight right here. They got into it at weigh-in, you know. Pacquiao Jack feel like, you know, Brown has never fought a fighter like him. And Brown feel like Pacquiao Jack never fight a natural light heavy like him. So
his record stands at 21 wins, 1 loss, and 4 draws, with 13 wins coming by way of knockout. A veteran of 6 world title appearances and a former 2-division world champion. Here is the WBA and WBC number 1 ranked light heavyweight contender, introducing Pacquiao Jack. The referee in charge now to give instructions. We have Tony Weeks.
I'm gonna give y'all a little play-by-play in a second here.
Okay, right here is good. Right here is good. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times and go and protect yourselves at all times. Let's go.
Referee Tony Weeks weeks working his 698th professional bout. He worked Diego Corrales, Jose Luis Castillo, one of the greatest fight that I've ever seen. This one has the ingredients for a fantastic fight as well. The bell and round one. It's a wide open 175-pound division. The champions are Alexander Vosdik, Elena Alvarez, Artur Beterbiev, and Dmitry Bivol. Brown and Jack with a victory tonight, almost guaranteed a shot at one of those champions.
And the irony is they didn't have to fight each other because they are both so high up and they're probably going to get a shot anyway, but they signed on to fight each other, and we're happy they did.
Badu Jack in the silver and red, Marcus Brown in the gold and black. Brown, of course, a southpaw. Jack has faced southpaws in 3 of his last 4 fights. Stevenson, DeGale, and Butte.
He's very used to it, and Badu Jack's been down 3 times in his career, all in round 1. And he has had issues as a slow starter. He wants to take care of that tonight.
Of course, suffered that stunning first-round knockout loss to Derek Edwards back in February of 2014. But you talk about taking an L and bouncing back. He has done it in incredibly impressive fashion. Paulie, we mentioned 35 years of age, and yet you're looking back at his round attacks.
All right, we good.
To be getting better as he ages.
Go to a different screen.
Himself, and fundamentally he's getting better. He's understanding the little nuances of the sport more and more. It's good shots there.
Yeah, it's a good start for Marcus.
And Jack's first round has been eventful. First rounds have been eventful both ways. He gets knocked down, but he also knocked down George Groves in the first round. So you shouldn't take your eye off of Badu.
All right, y'all. So we got Badu Jack, Marcus Brown. Obviously, y'all can't see it. I'm gonna give y'all a little visualization. Marcus Brown's landed some heavy shots right now. He's in the gold and black trim. Badu Jack is in red and silver.
Jack's first round has been eventful both ways. He gets knocked down, but he also knocked down George Groves in the first round. So you shouldn't take your eye off of Badu Jack fight in the first round. And of course, Badu Jack loves to go to the body. He treats it like it's filled with candy, Mr. Bernstein. He has scored 5 knockdowns to the body in his career, so he can do it. And Marcus Brown told us, I want to go to the body in this fight. Brown just went upstairs with that short right hook. Southpaw's off to a good start, and again, that's one thing for Badu Jack. Has been known to start a little slow.
And he's only thrown 10 punches in this first round.
This is the co-main event, so after this fight, it's going to be Broner and Pacquiao.
Jack's output to the body as well. That's very comfortable in this fight. Brown really taking the fight to Badu Jack here in the first round. Trying to cut off the ring. Brown again going to the body and then landing right upstairs. The combination by Brown, you see Jack not giving ground, and that's part of the mental pressure that he likes to apply to guys. Make himself dangerous and run himself in position to punch all the time. Brown started boxing at the age of 13. He's been with his trainer, Gary Stark Sr. since day 1. And a good start from Marcus Brown.
Yeah, so Marcus Brown looked strong in that round. Badu Jack, obviously, as I said, he was holding his ground, circling around the ring, boxing off the back foot. It's going to be a tough fight right here. I wouldn't be surprised if this one ended a knockout. Obviously, Badu Jack, he's coming off that fight with Adonis Stevenson. Thought he fought good in that fight. He got hurt real late in that fight with a body shot, but which was interesting because he's known for landing his body work. But
For Brown, I think staying with the jab is important. Don't just throw it a little bit. Stay with it for this entire fight. Don't square up. Sometimes he makes himself an easier target to be hit. And the straight left hand, I think, is going to be a very important weapon for him against Badu Jack.
The bell in round 2, they meet each other in the center of the ring. Immediately, Brown tries to establish the jab. from the southpaw stance. "16 of Brown's 22 wins have come via form of knockout, but by far facing his toughest opponent here tonight, Egypt, the 35-year-old former two-division champion."
Brown comes in here off the winner of Castillo against Castillo, and it wasn't his most consistent effort. He was down in that fight. He won it, easily, but it wasn't a kind of effort that he looks back on. So that was fantastic. He'll be the better one tonight.
And Paulie, in Jack's fight against Adonis Stevenson, who was also a southpaw, we saw the fact that Jack needed to start quicker because it would definitely have behooved him in that fight. And yet here we are in the second round, and it's still the same methodical approach by Jack.
Yeah, he takes almost that veteran approach. Sometimes veterans, it takes them a little longer to get the engine started. You're almost like an older car, but once he gets the engine going, he does bring himself dangerous. We saw in the Adonis Stevenson fight. And then going back to the Marcus Brown situation, when his last fight, I think Marcus is at the point where he wants big fights, and this is the kind of fight that motivates him. The last fight goes to that kind of opposition. I think he felt he was tired of it and over it. He may have overlooked the opponent.
Brown, of course, now entering his physical prime, 28 years of age, 7 years younger than Jack, wants to utilize his physical tools. A great left hand by Brown and one short uppercut to the body.
Yeah, demonstrating what we said, that Brown wants to be committed to the body. And he's throwing more punches than Jack. He's being more active early in this fight. And we expected Brown to give Jack some lateral movement.
He's allowing him to escape, and Brown trying to utilize that horseshoe jab. Brown with a 75.5 reach advantage, the same as Jack, and yet utilizing his jab more effectively here in the early stages of the fight. What do you think of Brown's stance, Paulie? Very wide base.
Wide base, he's a big puncher, but he's also giving a lot of different looks, which is, I think, forcing Jack to keep his hands at home for the time being.
Able to negotiate distance here in the second round.
So right now, man, as the score sits, we gotta Floyd Mayweather, Mayweather Promotions card in conjunction with About Billions Promotions. Shout out to ADRIEN Broner and Floyd Mayweather, promoting their own fights. Now, Rashid Warren, he's been with AB for a while now, so he's trying to avenge his loss against Nordine Ubali from Morocco. That he took a loss to him in the amateurs, so he was feeling like this is that time to get that get back, and he lost, man. So Nordine Ubali is the new WBC bantamweight champion, and that's the first loss for About Billions Promotions on this card. So now we in this fight with Marcus Brown and Badu Jack, and it's a Mayweather fighter. So we're gonna see, if Badu Jack can hold it down, for their home card team. But Marcus Brown's looking real strong early. They're both jabbing. Marcus Brown's throwing a lot more combinations. He seemed a little more eager to trade. Badu Jack is kind of waiting, still feeling him out. It's the third round. Got about 2:40 left in the round. So I wouldn't be surprised if this fight, like I said, ends in a knockout, but it's still like they still warming up right now. So
Paul made a great point earlier that Badu Jack isn't some wildly aggressive fighter, but he keeps mental pressure on him in the fight by hanging in there. That's what body work being reacted to by Brown.
Three-punch combination for Brown.
Yeah, one thing he does well, when the offense comes his way, he keeps tight, so he's not giving up his position. We're talking about the position he lost by Rashid Warren in the last fight, where every time offense came his way, he all over the place. Yeah. Jack keeps himself in punch position.
I don't know what's going on with Rashid Warren, man. I think that's his third loss. He had 2 split decisions. that may have been controversial. Now he got his third loss. So
two world-class guys here as well. And also understands position from his offensive standpoint.
And there's Jack leading into Brown along the ropes, trying to Jack starting to
make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, share, go through the archives.
Jack telling us he's always looking to fight the best, and that Marcus Brown was the best individual right now, and again the winner will put themselves in a pole position for an opportunity of becoming a 175-pound champion. Effective jab by Brown, and then Jack just mocked Brown. Looking with his hands, referee makes it motion.
He looked like a linebacker that we're going to see tomorrow in the NFL.
You know, Brown at times is big frustrated by guys who do things like that. So maybe Jack is trying to see if he can frustrate Brown a little bit by doing these things. So far, Brown saying this open.
The other sword with the jab, and of course, Jack with as much guile as they come, high mid IQ.
Jack has a lot more experience, so hoping it's in his game plan, you know, to display some patience. But right now, he's not really being as effective. We waiting to see that body work from the Ripper.
Marcus Brown told us that he would go after the body of the body puncher, and there it is, ripping right hooks and a double right hook, and then throwing left hand downstairs as well. So the pedigree of Marcus Brown is a former Olympian and an excellent player.
Yeah, Marcus Brown, he mixing on Badu Jack right now.
Badu Jack doing, as we said,
It's not a pull away fight or nothing. If you got to get a tilt to somebody right now, it's Marcus Brown.
Like a ram, like the Rams. It answered the ball here from Los Angeles. Cheer on that support. Go to Sean McVay. What an offense. Hey, or the best offense. Unbelievable.
Arguably the top four we've seen all the time.
We're hoping to see a little more offense as this fight unfolds. Marcus Brown doing a good job of establishing himself early, but Badu Jack, of course, we know has been in with some of the toughest competition, and a man who has reached the top of the mountain on 2 occasions. But again, Brown peppering Jack with a taste of his own medicine now.
Yeah, he has committed to the body work early in this fight. He's done a very good job of it. It's true to his word when he told us it would happen when we have the fighter meeting with him.
There's a shot to the body and another shot to the body by Brown, and he's utilizing good footwork as well. Pacquiao, but there's a jab that Jack landed, but Pacquiao Brown trying to make work of some innovative angles as well here.
Yes, and I think Brown has the right idea with the feet because Jack is such a good body puncher that you can't really always make a miss from where you're standing because the body's much bigger. You can't really slip and slide your body away, so you need to use your legs to avoid body shots a lot of times. So you figure take away the range from Jack and be able to throw some of those body shots.
You know, in Badu Jack's fights, there's often this early portion where it's you wonder if he's going to figure things out, and ultimately he usually does. We'll see if he does in this fight because he's probably dug himself a hole here already.
Man, Badu Jack got like how many draws on his record?
Yes.
He should be.
Brown locking him up on the other side so that Jack can't throw it there.
Definitely check Hook. I got Brown up 3-0
Tested at the highest level of the sport, where Brown now is not just dipping his toes, he's jumping.
Badu Jack got 3 draws, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, he really is. You know, I think there have been a couple lost opportunities for Jack when he had Brown on the ropes.
By the way, if y'all like to bet, make sure y'all bet the draw, man. Always bet the draw, even if it's a little bit. Put some money on the draw. Especially the pattern in boxing lately. We've been getting a lot more. It's setting up second and third fights. You know, it feels like this fight with Broner and Pacquiao is going to lead to the Floyd fight. If y'all been paying attention, you know, outside of, you know, the MANNY rumors, you keep hearing AB talk about he want that 100 million. He getting that 100 million. Now the purses came out and it says that AB is getting 2.5 guaranteed. That don't include the back end and, you know, how much you get for, you know, the replays of the pay-per-view. But obviously it's not 100 million. So when he's saying that, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, he must be talking about fighting Floyd, you know, if he can get past him. So that's what I'm kind of looking at, man. I think, you know, AB is a fighter who he's been fighting guys who he feels like he can beat, that can beat him. And now he's in a spot right now where he can't play around with Pacquiao. He knows he can't. So they're giving us a behind the scenes look at Broner in the locker room right now.
His notoriety has made him a big-time attraction, and he gets an opportunity to welcome Manny Pacquiao back to the United States. Broner just 3-2-1 at 147 pounds. Pacquiao at secondary 147-pound champion. Pacquiao fighting for the first time at 40, but Broner, the second youngest four-division champion, looking to become a champion again at 147, and Oscar De La Hoya, the youngest at 24, but Broner again with so much success so early. Lighter weights 130 to 135, but then at 26, becoming a four-division champion. But how many more opportunities is he going to get to prove that he is indeed an elite fighter and not just an elite gatekeeper?
You know, it's your boy, AB. Yeah, so AB done cut the beard off, man. He got the baby face as he usually do.
Jack incrementally picking up the pace.
I'm interested to see who gonna walk AB out, because you know he does the ring walks like nobody else.
Jack with the jab. Combination out by Brown. But Brown utilizing the wrestling wizard. He's the one who's initiating these clinches, and referee waits on the spot there, admonishing him for doing so. Yeah, that may be something that
I'm not seeing too much from Badu Jack right now.
20 minutes to get out of for that. It's smarter enough to take away the body shots, but he's got to be a bit more. Yes, it is. More nuanced. He's hitting them again, not to hold. Yeah, he's got to do a little bit more subtly. But a good job at least to catch on to it. It's not so subtle.
See, Charlie, the difference is that I don't really mind who wins or loses the Pacquiao-Broner fight, because we rocking with AB regardless. I mean, the best man will win, and we good with that. You know what I'm saying? It's not about, you know, picking sides or anything like that. AB is entertaining. Pacquiao is a hell of a fighter. He's a Hall of Fame fighter. He's 40 years old, but like I said before, even at 40, you know, Pacquiao is like a Brady, a Breeze, a Kobe, a Jordan. Even at 40, they still kill you. Like, it don't matter if they 40, because when they were in their prime, they were running shit. So same way with Manny, you know, even if he's not in his prime, even at 40, he's better than guys in their prime, 30 or younger. You know, his legs are still fresh. His legs are still strong. So, I mean, it's clear that Manny probably has the upper hand in the boxing ability and activity, definitely. You know, he could probably just outwork Broner, but we're going to see, man, because Broner has never been in a fight this big. He's fighting a household name. He's fighting a guy who could erase and all his previous, you know, shortcomings as a fighter, you know, losing to Maidana, drawing with Jesse Vargas, losing to Mikey Garcia. So you never know, man. It's Badu Jack is in trouble, man. My bad. So yeah, man, like I was saying, you know, this fight is Pacquiao's for the taking. But y'all would have said the same thing about Jeff Horn. Who y'all think won that Jeff Horn fight? I'm just curious. Tell me that Manny won, but you know, he was getting out physical in that fight. You know, Jeff Horn's physicality gave Manny problems. And similar to how Canelo flipped the switch in the rematch with Triple G, and he brought the fight to Triple G. That's what I'm hoping to see from Broner. You know, everybody knows, and they want to know: is Broner gonna let them hands go? And if Broner doesn't let them hands go, man, it's gonna be a problem. So, you know, hopefully he flips the switch, like I said, and you know, we see something completely different from Broner. You know, Pacquiao at 40, he's capable of having an off night. So, you know, the older you get, it's not like you can, you know, not have a bad night. So that's why they do it in the ring, man. You don't win fights on paper.
This is round 6. Light heavyweight action between the undefeated southpaw Marcus Brown, who's so far passing the test against the former two-division champion Broner who comes off a very frustrating 5th round. Now Jack looking to put it now. Brown initiating the grappling. They're going back and forth, Paul.
Well, he went into smother and wanted underneath Jack's lead arm. But this is also part of the southpaw left-hander dynamic as well. So some of it is also just the operating from the left hand right on the inside.
Okay, who's up? Referee Steve. Tony Wicks, excuse me, has admonished both quarters about holding. It's falling on deaf ears so far.
Yeah, and this is going to be a tough.
Man, Brown looks good, Frank. He hurt. He's already hurt Badu Jack a couple times. He's gotten him, you know, basically curling up. He's not really throwing his famous body work. He's not ripping no shots to the body. You know, Brown looks like the more experienced fighter, actually. He looks more calm. He's more in control. His footwork is better. Badu is just trying to figure out how he can get inside, man, and land something right now.
The overhead right of Jack, which has always been a big weapon against the Southwest, hasn't got all there yet.
And he just got caught with a 1-2 combination from the southpaw. The straight left hand splits the guard of Jack.
It's been a great round for Marcus Brown.
Yeah, he really has established the range. Lands a jab.
Yeah, Marcus Brown, he's
Jack's punches. Minute left in the 6th.
a little more defensive in this round, but like I said, Badu Jack he's having a hard time finding where to land his shots. Marcus Brown is quicker. He seems more athletic. He's fresher. He's younger. More combinations.
Very, very effective in this fight. Yes.
They focus on Jack's body attack. He's trying to make a point.
Under 30 seconds left in the 6th round. Scheduled for 12.
We talk about I keep referring to Adonis Stevenson and Jack's last up on the we hope he's going to recover well in his actions with the last kick, which had some repercussions for him.
10 seconds left in the 6th round. It continues to be Marcus Brown. Dictates the pace, lands the more effective shots. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, we're all here with the great Floyd Money Mayweather.
All right, we got Floyd up.
Floyd, your assessment of what you've seen so far in this fight.
So far, Marcus Brown is winning. He's taking his time, keeping his composure, and he's winning the fight.
Looks like the body shots are starting to take a toll on Badu.
It's really not the body shots. I think he's a more active fighter, and Badu is just sitting back waiting for one big shot.
And do you think he has that in him?
Well, anything can happen. This is sport boxing. You know, anything can happen on any given Saturday.
Well, there's a lot to talk to you about. Let's first get your impressions on Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner coming up. Who do you think will win that fight? How do you see it?
Oh, that's a hell of a matchup. Broner, youth is on his side. Experience is on Manny's side. It's a good, intriguing matchup. So I can't really say who's going to win. I never faced Adrian Broner before, but facing Manny Pacquiao, he's a hell of a fighter.
And I guess we'll ask you after the fight if you're going to face Manny Pacquiao again. A little bit of a tease, and we'll talk to you in the ring afterwards. Thanks, Floyd.
Thank you.
Well, that Floyd Mayweather. Thank you, Jim. Floyd Mayweather again promotes Battle Jack, but being
So they're not gonna let that, man. That's never gonna let that go. You know, like I said, the Pacquiao Broner winner will probably get Floyd. Even Floyd picked against his own fighter, Badou Jack, clearly said that Marcus Brown is winning the fight. So
he has power.
our unofficial scorer, Steve Farhood, joins us now. How do you have it at the midpoint of this fight?
Well, I think Marcus Brown's dominating this fight. I've given back to Jack only one round. You know, Jack has a very good jab, and Corey can explain better than me why it's so hard for a right-handed lefty jab against the lefty. His jab hasn't been a factor at all. And who thought Marcus Brown without body punch and moving that good jab? And these guys have mentioned, so total domination by Brown. If he has the legs to keep it up, he's going to win this fight.
oh,
Steve said about the jab.
Yeah, with the lefty versus righty, your jabs on the same side, but lefties are used to seeing. You see it right here. See, they're on the same side of facing each other, but a lefty is used to seeing more righties than a right-handed. Oh, right there.
Oh, God, a good cut. Big cut. Big cut.
I'll be back to that later. Let's deal with this. And Jack is going to have to fight with this now, because if they stop the fight, he's going to lose this fight on a technical decision.
so Badou Jack is cut real bad. Looks like it's from an accidental headbutt. It's right in the middle of the forehead, I think.
So now just got more difficult for Badou Jack.
Examining the cut, and guys, no cut is a fun thing out, but it appears that it's in directly in the middle of his forehead. If the blood flows, it may be in an area where it won't necessarily get his eye, but who knows?
It would be right down.
Yeah, see right in the nose.
It would be less likely to see the fight stop with that kind of a cut. As Paul pointed out, should that happen, however, they would go to the scorecards, and we assume that Jack's not in a big deal.
20 weeks and managed the quarters. And he's finally now deducted a point from Marcus Brown for holding and solely black fingers.
Also, that cut is not in a bad place for the fight to be stopped, but it doesn't mean he's not going to get him Jack's
Absolutely, that's why
it can affect Jack for the fight. Maybe it won't affect the judges, or I mean, it won't affect Rockford for stopping.
and Jack is wearing a crimson mask.
See what I do is
That point deduction raises an interesting question for Brown. Part of his strategy is holding on the inside, and he's going to have a hard time continuing to do it.
Badou Jack got the head, but he's got the cut. He's already losing. He's already pretty much getting outboxed. He hasn't landed nothing significant the whole fight. His face is bloody. Marcus Brown is coming forward. Yeah, he's cut right in the middle of the forehead. Big cut. Probably about 3 inches. From the middle of the head going down to the bridge of the nose.
Well, it was really done by both men as they led with their heads. It's just that Jack got the worst of it. We'll take one more look at it, a little closer look. And yeah, it was really no one's fault. It just happened. And
lefty runs ready that.
yeah, and as a result of that terrible cut, which Russ Amber, who's a very good cut man, is working on it. They hope he can do some good. Now, Jack had landed a nice left hand, and it was at a point in the round where Jack was gaining a teensy little bit of momentum. There we go.
Round number 8, scheduled for 12 in the light heavyweight division. Marcus Brown, Badou Jack, Brown deducted a point for holding
in round 7. Jack suffering a cut in round 7.
Jack is just trying to land a 1-2, and Brown is seeing that every time. He's not getting off either shot. All he could do is try to reach and come forward, and he's not landing it. You know, he fought Adonis Stevenson, who was already, 40 or over? I mean, he didn't look bad in that fight, but he's been in a lot of fights. He's fought some good fighters. But Brown right now is pretty much walking away with the fight. Steve Farhood has Marcus Brown up 68-64 through 7. Brown throwing hard-ass right hooks right now. And he's southpaw, too. That's giving Badou Jack problems. That cut is leaking. It's looking bad for him. It's definitely all Brown, Frank.
The grit and guts that has brought him to 2 division championships, and again, we can't state enough what he has done as his role as a professional athlete, helping Middle Eastern refugees, and then was like, that was on the belt line.
You don't really watch it just drip off his face. I mean, that has a lot of blood.
Brown continues to find the target, and again, that one. Give him up. Look at Tony needs a shirt. Give him up. Here we go. And also, let's not forget, with Brown landing punches, that come up as a press. Yes, exactly. He is landing those punches. 25 seconds left in the game. Potentially the final round of this fight. But Badou Jack desperately trying to find a look at him, pawing up the blood. Pawing at his right eye. He can't see. And he is getting tagged by these Marcus Brown shots. It's very, very frustrating.
Wipe his eyes. You gotta keep putting pressure. He's ready to get disqualified. You gotta put pressure. And you lower it up. And just twist and turn. They want to win this fight. He's sneaky with the cup. He's sneaky with the cup of pressure. Look at this one. Sneaky out there with the right. You
So we starting the 9th round. Then we got the main event, Broner and Pacquiao. This fight been all Marcus Brown. Badou Jack is cut. He's already getting beat before the cut. He can't land anything on Marcus Brown.
Comments by Luca Val saying that he's ready to get disqualified. They know 2 things. They know if there's holding, he's already been at point deducted. He's been warned about low blows. So they're almost saying it's like a full offense hanging this fight until we can get disqualified.
And the paradox he's in, though, he's got to keep pressuring Marcus in order to force him to hold. And it's hard to keep pressuring when you can't really see. You don't want to run into a big shot and Brown. So it's a paradox he has right now because, yeah, you can pressure Brown, you may hold enough for him to lose points and get disqualified, but you don't see the shots coming in Marcus. That's a lot of power from Brown.
The clearance started to flow and the cup was open on Badou Jack's forehead midway through round 7 from the clutch events. It was also in round 7 where Marcus Brown was deducted a point for holding. And here with less than 2 minutes remaining in round 9, Marcus Brown, trying to keep targeting the cut, the gash in the middle of Badou Jack's forehead.
Point of the ninth round, looking to continue to blind Badu Jack. If he's not blind for the blood, he'll be blinding him with his jab.
And that jab continues to break open that course and spread the blood and spread the blood. Smear the blood.
Right hand that caught the shoulder of Brown by Jack, but again, Jack closing the gap. Brown on the ropes, going to the body with the right hand.
And this is what Jack needs to do. See right away in forcing this mother.
Final minute of the night. We have Jack almost keeping that right shoulder with the roaster. I mean, he's trying to do his best to try to protect the cut as much as possible. But he needs to get offensive as well in order to stand his fight.
And it's not even just the cut, it's also if he's not going to be able to see the shots coming out of the blood, protect himself as best he can because he's walking forward, he won't get a shot.
And Brown continues to show a different, diverse attack. He used the hook. He's been going down to the body. He's used the jabs for the most part in this round.
Yeah, it's been an impressive performance by Brown.
His cause is aided by the issues that Jack has suffered from, but he was doing very well even before that.
Exactly.
I'm surprised that Badu Jack's corner not looking at possibly stopping the fight. You know, you want to give your fighter the most opportunities, but he's getting dominated, man. He might have won 2 rounds this whole fight. We're going into the 10th round. He's cut bad. He's not landing anything of significance.
More time than I'm not taking a chance yet. I got it. It's right. All right, baby. Don't get mad. Let's Round 10 and an interesting exchange in Brown's corner. You would think they would be happy with everything, and yet a little tension. Marcus Brown saying he's not going to take any chances, that he has this fight well in the bag as it is. I think they definitely didn't want him languishing on the ropes. That was part of the discussion there. He seemed taking shit. He's like, I'm okay, I got this handle. And so far here in round 10, he's controlling the fight and living up to what he just said in the corner. And Jack now wants to make it a fire fight. Plenty of guts on display, courtesy of former 168, 175-pound champion Badu Jack, who just ate another jab from Marcus Brown. Has been highly effective throughout the fight. Jack's problem is he ends up smothering his own punches.
Let me know who y'all got in this fight, man. Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner. 88-82, Brown.
Clearly in favor of 88-82. I think he's won every round since the fourth. And the only chance Jack has, it seems to me, would be on the inside where he doesn't have to see his opponent, he can feel it.
Jack is feeling the punches of Marcus Brown, led by an effective jab. There's a left hand of the body by the undefeated Brown. It's a nightmare on Las Vegas Boulevard for Badu Jack. Again, gets tagged with the jab. Continues to keep that cut open. The jab of Brown, he's used it just enough in the
control the distance and, of course, doing enough combination work to keep Jack off balance.
Continues to pick away at Jack, who desperately is trying to find a way inside where he can maybe attack the body and then go upstairs with the right hand. Marcus Brown continues, as you said, out to diversify his attack. The body, the head, the jabs, the power punches. It's a great performance.
The fight didn't start, man. I don't know why people got to be trolling and shit, but the fight didn't start yet.
It looks bad for the judges. Trust me, it looks bad. It looks good now, but when we clean it looks bad.
Fight probably, they'll be walking to the ring in about probably like 15 minutes. If that.
We begin round 11, scheduled for 12 in the light heavyweight division. Marcus Brown undefeated at 22-0 with 16 knockouts. Badu Jack 21-1 with 4 draws, 13 knockouts. And thanks to that accidental clash of heads in round 7, Badu Jack's face looks scarier than the Badu. As we get ready here for, you wonder now what, who they'll evolve, trying to keep Badu Jack in the fight in the corner.
He was. The problem is Jack has not been able to do much offensively. And so, oh my.
Yeah, Mayweather was there. They interviewed Mayweather. Marcus Brown just hurt Jack. Throwing more combinations. Badu Jack whole face is bloody. He could barely see out. He could barely see. Tony Weeks, the referee, he completely bloody. Stomach, arms, damn. Man, well, I wonder why his corner don't stop the fight. It's the 11th round. He's not going to knock out Marcus Brown. He needs a knockout to win. I think he got the cut in like the 6th, 7th round. It's about 2 minutes left in the 11th round. Minute and a half.
Gruesome visage as Marcus Brown utilizing the straight left and now the jabs.
In the midst of all this, Marcus Brown still doesn't forget to go down.
Michael, thank you. If that's how you pronounce your name.
Show success because you mix up your attack and offense on anticipate anything, so if he goes to the body, it'll surprise him with some headshots as well.
And yet, Badu Jack marches forward. Marcus Brown like a matador.
That's an accurate message. This is what I'm saying, guys. You see how so many times they stop fighting, they shouldn't be stopped, and it gets annoying. And you see something like this, and they're only entertaining. It makes no sense.
Oh, there's another right hand by Badu Jack.
Look at the blow over Marcus' face. chance if he's the one bleeding. And he's not.
Said he need the Mike Tyson, man. That's Badu Jack corner. I mean, Marcus Brown got the fight in the bag. Unless Badu Jack lands something significant when she hasn't done for 11 rounds. This will be an easy UD.
Jack, of course, one of his 4 draws against James DeGale, and man, this has been the bloodiest fight on Showtime since DeGale killed Truex last April.
Yeah, and I was also mad, but
Marcus Brown would continue to utilize the jab, trying to stay in the harm's way. Now Badu Jack attacking the body, right uppercut on the inside.
Still leaking.
They had to cringe when he backed up against the ropes there. Badu Jack able to land a tiny little uppercut. That's the only chance that Jack has.
Oh shit, the lights just went off. All the lights in the building went off. Like in the Super Bowl in New Orleans. The generators must have kicked in.
So Marcus Brown, it is just all about surviving the 12th round. That's it.
that's mine for Badu Jack, but he's still coming forward, looking to try to win the fight. He can't see much. I've got enough blood on my face. Time to make it inside.
Yeah, so it's the last minute, man. Tell me who y'all got in this fight. Manny Pacquiao versus Adrian Broner. Do y'all notice at the weigh-in and when Broner came back from camp, he wasn't playing with Pacquiao? You know, I think he got word and saw that, you know, Pacquiao basically act like he said that he was a clown. You know, he's amused by Adrian Broner. He got to laugh every time he sees him. So, you know, AB looked focused. About 10 seconds left in this Jack versus Brown fight. Easy UD for Marcus Brown. He probably won 10 out of 12 rounds.
Marcus Brown, very fired up with his performance, and again, not taking anything away from what was a tremendous performance by Marcus Brown. But what about
If you're picking AB, tell me why you're picking AB. You're picking him to outwork Manny to land the cleaner, harder shots by knockout. Man said Broner win, he cheat.
Did all he could to try to stem the blood flow.
Yeah, that was going to be virtually impossible. But you're right. And Russ is a very fine cut man.
If y'all put money on this fight, let me know what y'all pick. I don't know if y'all can still get in a bet, but like I always say, bet the draw. You ain't got to bet a lot, but always bet the draw. That cut on Badu Jack head, man. Woo! He gonna have a permanent scar from that. Scarface type of scar. From about 2 inches under his lining down to the bridge of his nose. Split right down the middle from an incidental headbutt.
Well, round 7 was an eventful round in this fight. Remember,
round 7, that's when he got the headbutt.
There is the clash of heads that created the cut.
That shit started leaking ASAP.
And right away, Jack was in a bad position because he was behind at that point. So now you can't even hope for a stoppage.
And there was a point deduction for holding by referee Tony Weeks for Marcus Brown, who had been.
So really now on Mayweather Promotions, this Tank holding it down.
So there was a big dynamic going on, and of course, if the fight had
Rashid Warren lost earlier tonight, so about Billions took a loss. He lost to a guy he lost to in the amateurs. He was trying to get that one back.
The blood everywhere,
and then Badu Jack just lost for Mayweather Promotions. This is a Mayweather Promotions card with about Billions card. So AB, in order for them to not take the males, he got to get the win, man. Yeah, Marcus Brown just outboxed Badu Jack the whole fight. Even before he had the cut, he was outboxing him.
So for Marcus Brown, despite the cut and the blood, and a beautiful performance, still trying to.
Let's make it. Let's get the official decision from Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Eric Cheek, scores about 117 to 110.
117, 110.
116 to 111.
116, 111.
119 to 108.
119, 108. Marcus Brown.
Of the WBA interim light heavyweight title, Sir Marcus
Emotional celebration for Marcus Brown.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy win.
Himself in line for an opportunity at one of the 175-pound titles as he
fights at light heavyweight.
Badu Jack. And Badu Jack tastes defeat for just the second time in his career. Jack leaking like a political document, but the night belongs to Marcus Brown, as the show stats will indicate.
Yeah, and Marcus Brown much more active in this fight and just did a lot more work and was accurate enough to win.
I get somebody.
All right, thank you very much, Laurel. First of all, tremendously courageous performance by Badu Jack, who has left the ring. He's been taken immediately to the hospital due to the cut over his head. So we will not be speaking with him tonight. He left with a thumbs up and big hug.
Yeah, that cut is nasty, man. Y'all go look that shit up.
First and foremost, I want to give all glory to God. I want to thank Al Haven. I
I want to thank Showtime. I want to thank Broner Jack for giving me an opportunity. And I just want to say, he was a real tough competitor. I had to stick to the game plan. He thought he was going to take me down deep into the rounds and drown me. But boy, I came in shape. When I come in shape, all you boys in trouble. You hear me? All you boys. Teddy Atlas, you think you got the best light heavyweight? Vontae, let's go.
Ooh, he talking that shit. Marcus Brown. He called out Vazit.
How you were able to take control of this fight before the headbutt.
I just used my athletic abilities and did what I do best, and that's box the crap out of people. Stay within my game plan, stay humble, stay hungry, and come up with the victory. Listen to my coaches, man.
Obviously, the headbutt played a role in this fight in the later rounds with all of the blood. Of course it did. And then you had a point in that same round taken away after the deemed accidental headbutt. How much do you think that had an effect on the fight with all of the blood obviously streaming into his face and having to deal with it?
Well, you couldn't find me before that. So if you want to make it seem like the blood...
That's what I said. He said he couldn't find me before the headbutt. He couldn't... Badu Jack didn't land on no significant shots on Marcus Brown the whole fight.
He was coming in with his head all night. I was telling Tony all night, watch his head, watch his head. He kept coming in with his head.
Said he was coming in with his head all night.
To win this champ, wow. No, you mean that.
Marcus Brown won the fight.
To win this championship.
It went all 12 rounds. He won by UD. Wide UD.
Like I said, from Staten Island, Teddy Atlas from Staten Island. He thinks he got the best light heavyweight. Gary Stark got the best light heavyweight. You hear me? Gary Stark right here. He got the best light heavyweight. And we're going to show you.
Marcus, congratulations.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
All right. Back to you, Mark.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. Marcus Brown looking to become the first boxing champion from Staten Island, New York, as he remains undefeated, getting the job done here tonight. As we take a look at the official scores one more time, here's how the three judges seated at ringside at MGM Grand Garden Arena, Las Vegas saw it.
How many of y'all got Pacquiao winning?
Marcus Brown. Let's bring in our unofficial scorer, Steve Farley.
One-sided fight from the moment of that butt until the end of the fight. Only one judge gave one round to Pacquiao.
So the fight didn't start yet. Y'all just tune in. It didn't start yet.
So clearly, with the butt or without, Marcus Brown was ahead at the time of the butt, and he pulled away after the butt.
So Brown serves notice to the rest of the 175-pound division. He is coming for a championship. Let's go back to Brian Custer.
Thank you, Mark. Mo, and congratulations, Marcus Brown, Staten Island, stand up. Hey, listen, he had been feeding for a signature win, and honestly, big things are on the horizon for the unbeaten Marcus Brown. He's young, he's got power, he can do some things.
I don't see Pacquiao knocking out Broner. We seen Broner hurt. We seen him take hard shots. He got a hell of a chin, actually. So, and Pacquiao is more of a, he's not really a natural welterweight anyway. So, but we're gonna see, man. Broner's been very defensive. You know, he wants to counter, but he's gonna have to be active, man, or land something crucial, because Pacquiao is gonna throw a lot of punches from a lot of different angles. And like I said earlier, he's still got strong legs, so it ain't like, you know, he's 40, but he can still move. You know, that's where you get your power from, your legs.
I feel what they feel.
So they showing a little background in the Philippines right now. And no, I don't speak Tagalog. I see y'all typing that. I don't speak that, so I don't know what y'all saying. But shout out to the people in the Philippines.
In my career, not only in boxing, inside and outside the ring, I cannot imagine that a boy stealing donut, stealing newspaper, sleeping in the street. Sometimes there's food.
Yeah, Jada G. Broner definitely tough. Like Broner I feel like this fight is one where he knows that he could show like who he is, because I think, you know, he kind of is conscious about how he looks in the ring when people is watching. You know, so many people watch him, but I think in this fight he got to get up because he know he can't play with Pacquiao. And that's why I said I hope he flips a switch like Canelo flipped the switch in that rematch with Triple G, and he just brought the fight to Triple G. That's what Broner got to do. He got to let them hands go. You know, not take unnecessary punishment. But, you know, he's the younger fighter. I don't know if he's in better shape, but he's strong and he could take a punch. So, you know, we saw Jeff Horn out physical Manny Pacquiao. He wore him down. He might have not landed the cleanest of shots, but he had him tired. You know, he made the fight even look like it could be close, and that's a problem. So we're gonna see what the problem do with Manny Pacquiao.
Everybody growing up, all the youngsters, when they was coming up, they want to be like AB. Don't get me wrong, they look at that Floyd, and that's cool. Even I looked up to Floyd, but and then when they see me, they're like, oh my God. I'm Benjamin. You know, I've done some things that I've been done before. 4-time world champion, 4 different weight classes. I was 26. I really changed. I think I changed the era of boxing. When I was in jail,
I was thinking about this earlier. You know, like people act like Broner is new. Because if you think about when Broner was winning his titles and he was on HBO and he was fighting, you know, and becoming more popular, and, you know, with the brushing of the hair, none of the fighters right now that are relevant were relevant really then. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was the guy then. So, you know, he's the biggest fighter probably in America. He's probably the biggest American-born fighter, period, right now, as far as recognition and who notices who he is. You know, people can identify him.
I have low tolerance for a lot of monkeying around, a lot of BS. We have the biggest fight of our career coming up, 40%. I got time to sleep. Let's change everything up. Look, after the win, I'll be a 5-time world champion. Those opportunities will soon come back around.
A win changed everything for AB's career.
One thing, you really back here. A win, I turned legend overnight.
Well, the champ getting ready to make the walk here to the ring. Manny Pacquiao told me the key to beating Broner: overwhelm them early, often with volume punching. Pacquiao's game plan: be aggressive, not careless, darting in and out, using head movement. Manny says he's noticed that Broner drops his left hand when he throws his straight right, which leaves him open for Pacquiao's right hook and uppercut.
Pacquiao in black trunks.
He believed he can win this fight.
Got everybody in the dressing room. AB in purple and gold. Fashion Nova and About Billions.
Broner told me he has to disrupt Manny's rhythm, catch his shots, and then counter with the right hand. Broner says it's his left hook. That's the punch he believes that will drop Manny and deliver him the biggest win of his career.
If you hating in the comments, all you got to do is exit. I mean, it takes you no time to exit out. We gonna kick it, and if you ain't about that, just exit out, man. That's it.
Full force, and they're here in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Garden Arena.
If y'all rocking with me, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at the Champ Side. They just showed Devin Haney. They're showing Robert Easter. Caleb Plant, who just won the IBF super middleweight title. Tank. So I said, y'all got an answer for that shit y'all was talking about. Tank, he active now. He on weight now. February 9th versus Abner Mares at the StubHub Center California.
The unified champ in the house. IBF, WBA, 160.
Clarissa Shields, the GOAT.
Clarissa Shields.
Mikey Garcia.
Division world champ. Mikey Garcia. He's got a date with the truth. Errol Spence Jr.
Ooh, they say he got a date with the truth.
Big fights bring big stars. How about Dave Chappelle? They're the WBC welterweight
Dave
champion of the
Chappelle
world.
and Sean Porter.
Sean Porter. Another big time star. She ready. Tiffany Haddish, actress, comedian.
The Browns bomber Deontay Wilder.
WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Deontay Wilder, the Browns bomber. And there's
Money.
Floyd Money Mayweather, future Hall of
Floyd
Fame.
Mayweather in a Gucci sports jacket with a white turtleneck and some black Malcolm X style glasses with the bald head. Y'all know Floyd be trying to stun at these events. He's watching to see who he's gonna fight next. Y'all notice that Broner keeps saying he gonna get that 100 million. I'm gonna get that 100 million. I'm gonna change my whole family life. That's what's on the line right here, because both of these fighters feel like they're gonna get the shot at fighting Floyd. And I wouldn't be surprised if that fight happened around when Canelo was fighting Danny Jacobs May 4th. You know, y'all know how Floyd do. He'll announce a fight right before and just put it right before yours, like he did with McGregor before, I think, the first Triple G Canelo fight, or one of Canelo's fights. Let me know who y'all got in that Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence Jr. fight. March 16th, AT&T Stadium, Fox pay-per-view. Man, what y'all got to say about PBC now? Now that PBC is putting all the best fights on TV back to back to back. Just look at January right now. You had Caleb Plant and Uzcategui last week. You had Devin Haney on Showtime. Not PBC, but next week you got Keith Thurman and Josecito Lopez. Then you got Tank versus Mares. I mean, Floyd in the ring.
We begin with the national anthem of the defending world champion from the Philippines. Please welcome to the microphones the Word Choir with Angel Ram.
Oh, the Floyd fight. So they're doing the national anthems right now. Yeah, Floyd got. I was gonna do a video on this and I didn't put it out, but you know, Floyd got 9 million in 2 minutes for putting his gloves on. Just putting his gloves on, he got. Now, tell me anybody in this world who wouldn't, for 2 minutes, make $9 million. Think about what you were doing 2 minutes ago. You probably were on this video, and in that time, Floyd Mayweather made $9 million. I don't give a damn if it was real, fake. If he hit him with the shots, or the shots he was just surprised, you know, or they hit him on the temple. But Floyd made the easy money, and like I said in a post on Instagram at the champ side, any other fighter in the world would have to fight another world-class fighter on pay-per-view to make that kind of money that Floyd made, and they probably still wouldn't make $9 million. So that's the difference in Floyd and any other fighter. And unlike a lot of these fighters today, you know, he actually has a resume to demand that, you know, even at 40. So That's my take on that fight, on that you know, the New Year's Eve fight. And then he fought a kickboxer that nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all have to get Triple G Canelo 3 to get them type of numbers. I mean, the dude didn't even touch Floyd, so. So for the last time, drop y'all picks. Just put Pacquiao or Broner. I want to see in the comments. See whose name is coming up more consistently. Or put, you know, Broner by KO, UD. Pacquiao by KO, UD. Split decision, draw. Broner and eating like a vest, purple and gold vest. Some nice shine on it. He got the shades on. Shaved the beard off, baby faced. I'm trying to see what AB gonna come out to, man. So if y'all rock with AB, y'all know what kind of fighter he is. Let me know what y'all think he gonna come out to. On his on his Spotify playlist, he had Birdman Jr. by Wayne as his #1 song. So I know he not gonna come out to that because that's an old song, but that'll get anybody hyped. And if you don't know what that is, then that's just go look it up. See, the thing about it, Restoration, though, is that even if Broner lose, he's never going to fade to black because he's still the most popular American-born fighter in the States right now. That's what I said earlier. So, you know, people always going to rock with AB because of who he is. That's why I don't think y'all understand that. You know, there's a group of y'all that don't like Adrian Broner for whatever reason, but there's a group of us who understand why, you know, where he comes from and why he acts the way he does and why he talks the way he does and why he calls out reporters who he feels like talk shit about him and then want to interview him. And, you know, it's just a respect thing. You know, you're not going to play with me. And then, you know, when I see you, you know, you're trying to be the person interviewing me, you know. So, you know, everybody got the right to, you know, demand what they want. So, and the thing is, y'all not in the ring taking the punches, man. Like, just let these dudes be who they are, man. Stop hating. And stop hating in my comments. And like I said about Pacquiao, his 40 is still better than guys 30 and in their prime. Just like a Brady coming out the We Ready by Archie. Ooh, that's sicko mode. Okay. They got the lights all out. They got the little neon lights. It's like a Missy video right here. You got the Wayne. You got dancers in the crowd dancing. Obama. That boy got a whole mix. He got that meat. Oh, yeah. Bump, bump, bump. Bump, bump, bump. Dun, dun, dun. AB in purple and gold. You got the white fur hoodie. Got the shades on, clear shades. Diamonds on the frames. I think that's G Herbo. You got dancers in the crowd. Broner got some fans out there in Vegas now. Like I said before, tell me who y'all think is the biggest American-born fighter today. And I'm not talking about Floyd. Floyd is out of the picture. He's on another fucking level. But out of fighters, not if you exclude Floyd, who in America is bigger than Adrian Broner? Born American. So the winner of this fight probably gonna get Mayweather. Or they could get the winner of Errol Spence Jr. and Mikey Garcia. Now that's very likely to happen because Pacquiao already talking about fighting Spence. What do y'all think about Pacquiao and Spence? Or Pacquiao versus Mikey Garcia?
Here is boxing's only 8-division world champion and the current defending WBA welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
If you hating, like I said, don't waste no time. Just exit out. Because it takes you no time to exit. Good luck on your searching. Manny coming out to the eye of the tiger. Pacquiao got the classic headband on. He's in black and yellow. Mostly black. He got "Keep Moving" on his trunks and on his robe. Keep moving. We never thought we would see this until guess what happened? Manny Pacquiao left Top Rank and got with Al Heyman. Signed with PBC. Now we can see Pacquiao versus a number of fighters. He didn't fight Crawford when he was on Top Rank. So here we have Broner versus Pacquiao, a fight we thought we would never get. Pacquiao's 40, Broner's 29. Believe this is Pacquiao's 70th fight.
His 70th career victory, and if Freddie Roach has his way, he will also accrue his 40th knockout victory. Now let's go to the tail of the tape for tonight's much anticipated main event. Outstanding in count, no 3 knockdown rule. The referee can stop the fight. A fighter cannot. Similar to scorecards for a technical decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the MGM Las Vegas, Nevada, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by MP Promotions, Mayweather Promotions, and TGB Promotions. In association
We all got Broner or Pacquiao. Pacquiao's coming in tonight at 149, only 3 pounds heavier, 2 over welterweight. And Broner has question marks on his tail of the tape for his tonight's weigh-in, so they're not showing Broner's weight. He got the longer reach, 69.5 to 68, Pacquiao.
Along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the chairman is Anthony Marnell III, and the executive director is Bob Bennett. Introducing our judges, scoring from ringside for our main event, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Tim Cheatham. From Avon, Connecticut, Glenn Feldman. And from Las Vegas, Dave Moretti. We introduce our third man to the ring, the referee in charge. He will be giving instructions after the introductions. Russell Mora.
Who put money on the fight? I want to know who put money on the fight. I want to know what y'all bet and what round. Method of victory.
And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the MGM Grand.
Yeah, try to find where you can watch it. Like I said, good luck in your searching.
Introducing to you first, the challenger on my right, fighting out of the red corner. Entering the ring wearing white trunks with multicolored trim and hailing from Cincinnati, Ohio.
You put 350 on AB? By what, Rez? Roz?
Tonight, making his 10th world title appearance, ladies and gentlemen, please
Put 2,000 on Pac-Man in what round? You bet 350, no cap. In the 12th round or over 12? Kevin Cunningham got on a Lakers hat. Shout out to the Lakers.
the ring, the defending world champion, fighting out of the blue corner, really needing no introduction. World wearing trunks, the golden white trim. The senator fighting out of it, proudly representing the Sarangani province in the Philippines. He would then already 146 pounds. His record stands at
Boy said 50K on AB. 2,500.
Here is a legend of boxing, an icon of the sport in the future Hall of
Yeah, drop where y'all from.
Gentlemen, please welcome his 24th world-time appearance, boxing's only 8-time world champion, the current reigning and defending.
Like I said, put money on the draw at all times, man. Just drop something on it. I don't care how you feel about. Don't bet fights with your heart. That's what you got to do, man. In any sport, don't bet with your heart. Don't bet with your feelings. What's up, Oakland? Philly. All right. It's time for him to step to the ref. Get the instructions.
Anything below this line is a foul. Don't share good. Anything below this line is a foul. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want to remind you, obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. God bless you both. Touch up.
Hey, B looks way bigger than Pacquiao. I got to see this again because it was for a brief moment. I want to see if my eyes didn't deceive me.
Pacquiao secondary 147-pound title. Pacquiao in the black with gold and white trunks.
They're filling each other out. Nobody's landed nothing yet. Pacquiao coming in. AB wraps him up, clinches him. The ref separates him. AB's in purple and gold. Pacquiao's in black.
Still showed some of that fancy footwork and, of course, the power against a shot-worn Lucas Batista. Last year.
Another clinch.
He's going to have to set up some offense so to hit on the clean. He's got to hit clean, but if you're active enough and you set it up the right way, you'll be able to make those function shots and then clean shots. He's rushing himself a little bit. Broner also in a very defensive posture. So
he's going to have to set up some offense so to hit on the clean. Broner's not the easiest guy to hit clean, but if you're active enough and you set it up the right way, you'll be able to win some function shots and then some clean shots. He's rushing himself a little bit.
Broner standing in the middle of the ring. Pacquiao just fading left to right. Now he's trying to throw that left hand. He missed it. Broner clinched him, locked him up. on the back of Broner trunks, he got On God in them. And he don't know who in them is, but On God in them. Broner just threw 2 left hooks real quick. Pacquiao just threw a combination block. Broner moving around. Pacquiao's reaching.
He's going to be a tough night. You want to be able to get some sharp counters so that you make Pacquiao respect you.
No counter was sharper on Pacquiao than the one delivered by Juan Manuel Marquez in 2012. Night that many thought was the end of Pacquiao's career.
It's the first round with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, pretty extraordinary. You know, Pacquiao's already thrown 42 punches in this round to 18 from Broner. Pacquiao's been after punches lately.
The feeling out process here in the first 3 minutes. Pacquiao launches another left hand.
First round, like most rounds, filling out. One of those rounds that probably will decide the fight because you could give it to either fighter. Probably get that one to Pacquiao, but not by much.
Stand in front of Broner, give him a chance to counter. Punch, then use an angle. And don't get greedy. What I mean by that is he's talked about wanting to have a knockout in this fight. He had his first one in 9 years, his last fight. Don't look for it. For Broner, stay off the ropes. He's had much trouble when he's backed himself against ropes. Don't be a statue. He can't just stand there and not punch.
Yeah, next time I'm gonna have a moderator on here so I can remove all the bullshit in the comments. But don't pay attention to the comments, man. Don't worry about that shit. Like I said, if you need to find what you're looking for, good searching, good luck. It takes you no time to exit. Otherwise, just kick it, man. Chill out.
In this fight tonight, as round 2 gets underway, Broner probing with the jab.
So, yeah, I mean, that first round, I probably would give it to Pacquiao. He landed, I think maybe 1 to 2 shots just to get the round. It might make up the rounds. I mean, it might be a difference maker in the end because towards the end of the fight, you know, I think rounds start becoming more decisive. But That one, there wasn't a lot of action.
Only maybe one counter the whole fight, so he's still kind of getting his bearings going. There's a shot.
Right hand by Broner, and there's Pacquiao lands with the right hook, and they're able to pull away from the corner.
Like I'm looking at Broner's shorts on God and them. Only AB would do that. Pacquiao got keep moving on his shorts. Pacquiao reaching in, trying to, jab and then throw the left hand, straight left, feinting. Pacquiao's throwing the same combination, right hand, straight left. He's reaching in. Broner just kind of waiting. He just tried to throw a strong ass right hand. He stood his ground and tried to throw that one on him like a Marquez type of right hand. Oh, Broner just tried it again. Broner is with Kevin Cunningham now. This is his second fight with Kevin Cunningham. Pacquiao's not finding what he wants. He's reaching in. Broner wrapping him up again. Broner staying outside of the distance. So when Pacquiao jabs and then comes in with that left hand, he keeps falling short. He's just taking a little step back. And Paulie Malignaggi just said Pacquiao is trying too hard to look spectacular. I'm going to give that round to AB. So 1-1 through 2 rounds. Kevin Cunningham just said everything we planned for, he doing it. Yeah, Broner looks stronger. He looks bigger. Like I said earlier, Pacquiao is weighing in at 149, only 3 pounds heavier than he weighed in yesterday. And they had question marks next to Broner's name, so we don't know what AB weighs, but probably, in the 150s, definitely.
Some of the rest of that is just not effective for Pacquiao.
So the activity is not, Pacquiao is being active, but he's not landing shots. He's basically missing shots right now. So you can be active, but if you're not landing shots, then
is utilizing his jab very well on this fight. He's thrown over 70 jabs already. And
so they said Pacquiao has used his jab great. He's thrown over 70 jabs. Okay. What does that mean if they're not landing? It's not like he's controlling the fight with the jab right now. He's not throwing anything off of the jab that's landing, so that's what I'm saying, man. With the commentary, it's like you got to be more responsible than that. He's thrown already 70 jabs. Well, what did he land? How many did he land? Tell us. Thank you, Joseph. Airhead, I see y'all holding it down. That's what's up. Don't even worry about that. So they both still, Broner is waiting. I think Broner wants to land that right hand, man. He just wants to counter Pacquiao. And, I want to see him throw some body work. AB's waiting. Pacquiao's coming forward. He's kind of hesitant to come forward. I think he knows AB wants to throw that right hand. Ooh, Pacquiao just threw a hard-ass left hand. Broner just snuck in a right hook to the body under one of Pacquiao's left hands. That's what I'm saying, man. He got to go to the body, too. You can't just head hunt. Pacquiao starting to get a little closer. A nice jab from Pacquiao, and you would think that it was you would think it was a knockout shot the way they cheered in there. It was a stiff jab, but it wasn't no So that was the end of round 3. I'm gonna give that one to Pacquiao. So I got it 2-1 Pac. He was more effective with the shots he threw in that round.
Pacquiao jabbing his way in, using that jab.
Threw a jab, missed. Threw a left hook that landed on the shoulder. Threw a right hand that missed. Threw a left hook that landed on the shoulder. Left hook that landed on the glove. I mean, they pull the replays, but they haven't seen the replays yet. They just remember the effect from the round and what the crowd did. So they pull the replay. We see it in slow motion, like in the NFL or the NBA, and we see that none of the shots landed on the face, on the chin. But that's what they use to convince casual people watching the fight that Pacquiao just won that round. And Broner just landed a hard-ass right hand to start the 4th round. Pacquiao just landed a nice left hook to the body. Broner is throwing that right hand, trying to knock Pacquiao out. Broner has his left hand down, like, at his knees at times, man. That's I said Pac-Man walking him down. How? It's because you coming forward don't mean you walking somebody down. He's not even throwing punches. Broner's on the outside boxing. Pacquiao throws 2 right jabs and then he comes in with the left hand every time. And Broner's he's seen that from the jump and he hasn't really been hit with that shot. But like I said, I got it 2-1. Pacquiao threw 3 rounds. It's the 4th round with 1 minute to go. Broner landed a tough right hand in the beginning of the round. Pacquiao is reaching a lot.
Since you know what it is, a runner continues to fight this way, even throwing punches. You have to fight perfect rounds to win the rounds because Pacquiao's going to win the rounds of activity. This round may be a long round because he's playing some good right hands. Pacquiao comes with something in the last 30 seconds.
Nobody's landing anything, so we went through a stretch from the time I said 1 minute where no one's landed any shots, and that's the thing with these rounds, man, is they can go either way when you only have a couple shots being landed. So Pacquiao is throwing more punches, but he's not landing more punches. And he just stumbled and got hit. I'm going to give that round to Broner. I got it 2-2 after 4 rounds. For the right hand, he landed in the beginning of the round, which I'm sure they're going to replay. Kevin Cunningham just told Broner, you put another round in the bank. Kevin Cunningham said, you got Pacquiao hesitating like we planned. They trying to land that right hand like Marquez landed on Pacquiao. They didn't show Pacquiao. So after the 4th round, that round that I told y'all is close, and I gave it to Broner, they didn't pull no highlights. They just showed Broner's corner after the round. So it's interesting, you know, how they do certain rounds. They don't show replays. When I said that he landed one of the best right hands of the fight in the beginning of the 4th round.
You know, Pacquiao's not rushing you as much as he did before. You've got to don't wait. But then every trainer.
They also didn't really talk about the round afterwards. They just gave us audio of Kevin Cunningham. Broner throwing the right hand still.
Even if it doesn't land, prevents Pacquiao from coming back up. Then he gets his hand behind his neck and keeps him down and causes the punch.
Pacquiao keeping his lead foot to the outside, trying to find a path for that legal left hand, but Broner doing a good job of trying to disrupt Pacquiao's rhythm, establish his own job, but Pacquiao again running combinations.
So Broner is circling around the ring. He's sitting in at times. And Pacquiao is feinting and trying to come in. He's throwing two right jabs with the left straight, and he's not hitting Broner with this shot. None of these shots. He's reaching, and I'm not seeing Broner active enough. He's waiting on Pacquiao, and it's working out good for him because Pacquiao's not landing anything. His defense is good basically, but he needs to work and not work late in the fight when it's the 10th, 11th, and 12th round. He needs to work now in these rounds that are close because Pacquiao hasn't landed anything. Broner hasn't landed anything in this 5th round. Oh, they both threw the shots that missed, and they had some intent on them. So 20 seconds in the round. That's probably one of the closest rounds of the fight just because, both fighters haven't really landed nothing. Broner just threw a left hook that landed, but it wasn't really. It was more of a grazing shot. Broner reaching a little bit. Floyd.
What do you think of what you've seen so far?
It's a chess match. I think Manny is kind of edging Adrian out in a chess match. I got it 4-1 or either 3-2. Good matchup, chess match. Some nights that's what you get in boxing.
Manny's 40 years old. Do you notice the age?
Of course, age is always going to play a major.
So Floyd said he got it 4-1 or 3-2. I don't know. I think that was probably the closest round. I'm not even going to score that round, but I had it 2-2 through the 4th. The 5th round, I don't know. I didn't really see anything. They're not showing any stats besides throwing random stats that Manny Pacquiao's thrown 70 jabs and not telling us how many he landed.
Thank you, Floyd.
Thank you. Round number 6.
So everybody feels like the winner of this fight is going to fight Floyd. We'll see.
ADRIEN Broner. Again, Pacquiao fainting, trying to find a way to get close to Broner, while Broner trying.
So they're commenting how Pacquiao is trying to find a way to get close to Broner, backing up what I'm saying about Pacquiao not landing anything. Broner's reaching, just threw a nice left hook, landed. So AB has, he's in that. He's got his left hand down, most of the fight. He's got his right hand cocked, ready to throw the counter. It's the 6th round with 2 minutes left, halfway through the fight. It's a real close fight to me. Nobody's been hurt. No, I haven't seen a dominant round from either fighter. Just a dominant round, period. So let that go to note. 6 rounds in the Pacquiao Broner. Neither fighter has dominated a round.
To secure the biggest win of his career here, a minute left in the 6th.
Let me just clean my comments up a little bit. Just some of y'all cap artists. Let me know what y'all got the fight scored. Broner said it's for the hood. I mean, like I said, like I told y'all earlier, man, bet the draw. Always bet the draw. Oh, Broner just landed an uppercut, left hook, right uppercut, left hook to close the last 3 seconds of that round. I'm going to give him that round just based on that. Now, as y'all rewatch this fight tomorrow morning or tonight, y'all will see the lack of landed punches in this fight right now. Clean, effective, landed hard shots. And again, they're showing Pacquiao's corner after. Okay, here comes the replay.
Which again is something ADRIEN Broner often gives you.
Left hook.
It's a good straight left hand. That was one of the best body punches he's had.
Left hand from Pacquiao.
Yeah, that was right in the solar plexus. And
he also threw from a closer range.
Exactly.
They're showing the left, the straight left that that Pacquiao threw to Broner's solar plex. Left hook from Broner at the end of that round. So that's another close round. 7th round.
We begin the second half of this 147-pound title fight, and again, Pacquiao content to focus his attack on the body. Now, Broner on the way at the jab.
Broner still trying to land that right hand, that Marquez right hand. He's got his right hand cocked the whole fight. Got it right at his chin. When Pacquiao throws the double right jab and starts to lean in with his left, Broner is trying to time him coming in like Marquez did and throw his right hand. But he's not landing it. Pacquiao is fainting a lot. He's trying to get in there, but he's not really landing anything. And so the fight is basically based on what Pacquiao does first, because Broner is countering him. He's boxing off his back foot. He's not running. He's standing his ground, but, you know, he's boxing. He's trying to throw some left jabs to the body. Oh. See, Broner could throw his jab. It looks like he's the longer fighter, especially when he's in this wide stance. Pacquiao has a wide stance too, but Broner is pretty wide. So Pacquiao's thrown 337 punches to Broner's 166. And again, why show punch thrown stats other than to show us who's more active throwing punches instead of showing us how many punches landed? Oh, Pacquiao landed couple hooks, couple left hooks, right hands. Broner looks hurt. He's all right, but he got hurt. He wrapped Pacquiao up. They out of the break. Oh, Pacquiao throwing some hard left hooks to the body. Broner needs to wrap up. He wraps up. He holds him by the head. He hurt. He told him to come on. Pacquiao throwing that heat. Ooh. Now, this has been the most dominant round right here. It's round 7 for Pacquiao. So Broner just pounded on his chest like, man, what's up? But see, he said, I'm all right. But see, that's not enough. You know what I mean? You can't just say you all right. You got to do what you have to do in those moments so you don't take that punishment. And they're showing the replay. He's straight up on the ropes. Pacquiao, ooh, couple left hooks, left hook to the body. So he landed 2 shots that was pretty hard. He threw the right hand and with the left hook. Well, Broner has the high guard up, and Pacquiao just throws a hook behind the guard. So we want to see if Broner steps up in these moments. He just threw a hard-ass right hand that just missed. Probably hit him on the shoulder. Steve Farhood got the fight 69-64 Pacquiao. He only gave Broner 1 round. Broner looks he looks all right. You know, he was hurting that last round, but it looks like he's back to trying to fight his game plan, which is jab, and when Manny comes in, throw his right hand, but he needs to work as well. He's just taking a short step back when Pacquiao's reaching in. It's the 8th round, 125 left. Pacquiao getting a little meaner.
That's kind of a half jab, half right hook. Pacquiao's not known as a right hook artist, but they've made it better in recent years.
You know, no one's really dominated this fight. It's the 8th round. And Broner's defense has been very good. But Pacquiao has the strongest round in round 7. So that's the story of the fight so far through 8 rounds. 20 seconds left in the 8th round. So for y'all that put bets in, man, before round 8, sorry about y'all money. I could have told y'all that neither one of these fighters was going to knock each other out. And within that amount of time, Broner has a great chin. And Pacquiao has a great chin too. So, you know, he got checked, you know, in his career, but he's got a good chin. So we go into the 9th round. It's still anybody's fight. You know, I think Pacquiao is probably going to get the benefit of the doubt rounds where anybody could get it. But that's just how boxing is. They don't always score fights like that, though. Everyone doesn't always get the benefit of the doubt. So in those close rounds, I see Pacquiao will probably get that. I'm sure Floyd wants to fight Pacquiao again. Pacquiao wants to fight Floyd again. I'm sure that's why he signed to PBC. Pacquiao throws and lands a nice right hook in that round.
And he certainly, again, outthrew Broner in terms of the sheer numbers.
And then you got Al Bernstein saying Pacquiao outthrew Broner again. Like I said, why tell us who's throwing more without telling us who's landing and how many punches are being landed? I see Pacquiao throwing punches and hitting air. So what does that mean?
Official score, Steve Parda has given only 1 round to ADRIEN Broner.
Y'all saying Broner is getting dominated. I mean, I believe Pacquiao is winning the fight clearly. So you can have a close, clear fight winner. And right now, I think that it's a close fight, and Pacquiao is clearly winning. But a lot of the rounds, they could really go either way. Because especially the first few rounds, man, like it's Pacquiao trying to get in. He's having a couple moments, but it's not always him landing effective punches. I said it's anybody's fight because it's the 9th round. There's still a lot of opportunity for Broner or Pacquiao to make a decisive moment in the fight to win the fight. That's why I said that it's anybody's fight, but Pacquiao is winning. And so again, still the same rhythm of the fight, same story. Pacquiao just landed a hard-ass left hand that Broner went flying across the ring into the ropes. He's on the ropes. He said, come on. He got that look like, okay. Broner's looking up into the sky. He like, come on. He like, come on. So Pacquiao landed a hard-ass left hand, though, that sent Broner across the ring. Broner is just like, you know, what's up? Like, keep throwing it. So that was a great shot from Pacquiao. It was perfectly timed. Had the right amount of power on it too. Stung AB. But, you know, afterwards, AB had to let him know you didn't really hurt me, you know. So obviously it hurt him initially. And his mouth was wide open when he got hit, right on the chin. Stumbled back. Then he had that AB face like, all right. You know, when he get all wide-eyed.
Strong with conviction, and even though he was a little off balance, Pacquiao was a little off balance and still hurt Broner. And it's testament to Broner's chin. That's one of it.
Yeah, like I said, Broner got a chin, man. That shot probably would have hurt a lot of put a lot of fighters down still. Like I said earlier, Pacquiao still got legs, man. It's not, I mean, he's 40, but he has the legs to still land those power shots with that left hand. So we in round 12. We in round 10. 3 more rounds to go.
He's landing 23% of his power punches. What do you attribute that to, probably? He's just not getting into that proper distance. Usually, he will not follow unless he's very close to you, so he's not trying his percentage of landing. He likes to have him work you in. Otherwise, he won't throw. So that's his percentage of landing. He always goes to that distance, but he has not been able to get at that very close distance that he likes tonight against Pacquiao.
Yeah, that. So Pacquiao's round 7 and round 9 were real strong rounds for Pacquiao. Right now, Steve Farhood has the fight 89-82 for Pacquiao through 9. So y'all may hear the crowd. The crowd doesn't seem to me like it's really that into a fight, like, you know, a fight that is pay-per-view. You know, this is a pay-per-view fight, and the people ain't really into it, you know, in the way you would expect. Pacquiao's reaching in. He's trying to throw some. He's throwing the straight left to the body of Broner.
It's hard to keep Adrian going rounds when he's mostly moving, not punching a lot. This round is a fairly close round, however. So anyway, I'm going to be surprised. I'm not surprised. Yeah, what Adrian Broner does in the fight.
Dude said nobody drunk. I'm gonna go back and read y'all comments, man. I appreciate everybody that's been holding it down in the chat. I can't really hide all of these spam accounts, but I'm trying to. Yeah, so we at the end of round 10. Another round with not a lot of activity as far as punches being landed. But these are rounds that Pacquiao is going to get. So I don't know why we need to see Broner push the action more in the last 2 rounds to have a shot at winning this fight right now. He probably needs a knockout to win, or a knockdown to even make it draw worthy. So now they showing Mikey Garcia and Deontay Wilder sitting next to each other.
Of course, we're going to see Garcia against Errol Spence and Deontay Wilder in that fantastic fight with Tyson Fury. The rematch.
We're at the fight, the Fury Wilder fight in LA. The UK fans is crazy, man. Y'all is crazy. They had like 10 to 12 songs on deck at all times. singing all kind of songs in unison. So round 11, Pacquiao jumps off of his stool and meets Broner at the middle of the ring. He might look for a spectacular finish. Broner got the on God in him on the back of his trunks. He said on God in him, he not losing to Pacquiao. So we're going to need to see that work. He's got the right idea coming into the fight. He's trying to throw this right hand. You know, he's throwing it from his chin. He's got it tucked and cocked. He's trying to throw the right hand when Pacquiao's coming in, but he's not landing it successfully. Pacquiao's, you know, he's throwing several shots out just to get in and, you know, land one on Broner. Steve Farhood has the fight 98-92 through 10 rounds for Pacquiao. Yeah, my bad on the spam. I'm going to get rid of that shit the next time for y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Champ side on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to have a moderator or something so I can get rid of this spam. This is really the first time I'm doing something like this, just trying to get a feel for it. So I appreciate y'all for holding it down, man. So shout out to everybody in this motherfucker. So 11th round, more of the same. Y'all could probably see the highlights of this fight so far through 11 rounds in probably a 3-minute video or less. And there's no disrespect to either fighter. It's just, you know, Pacquiao's trying to come forward, but he's not. Pacquiao's not really trying to come forward. Like he could probably himself be more active, but you know, he sees Broner is trying to throw this right hand, and Broner is not nearly as active as Pacquiao is, so he's just he's losing the fight by default because he's not working. He just threw another nice right hand. It may have landed on the shoulder. I think he just missed it. And they just said Broner's not fighting to win. Broner just beat on his chest at the end of the round. So 11 rounds. Kevin Cunningham in his ear like, man, I'm trying to tell you what you need to do to win. You need to win this round. I think Kevin Cunningham wants the knockout. I mean, he has to have the knockout or the knockdown at the very. No, he couldn't. I don't think he could win this with a knockdown. He need a knockout. So.
With his jab and his strong combinations when the opportunity is there, and has put in a solid effort. The question will be whether any of the judges feel that Broner has landed less counter punches to win rounds.
AB just moving around the ring. I mean, both fighters, they're going to walk away from this fight clean, it looks like. It's about 2:15 left in the 12th round. Pacquiao's landing the harder punches. Okay, we got punches landed 109-49. Whew. You got Broner with punches in 2, 4, 3, 4, 7, 3, 6, 5. And Pacquiao has rounds of 14, 10, 12, 11, 13. So big difference in punches landed. It's going to be a clear win for Manny Pacquiao unless Broner lands something. And he's not really pushing to land it. It seems like someone who thinks they're losing. Steve Farhood has it 108-101 for Pacquiao through 11 rounds.
You really need something to happen, and you're going to make something happen and throw punches. And reading all the press leading up to this fight, a lot of the pundits predicted what we are seeing happen tonight.
Y'all think Floyd going to jump in the ring? And Manny Pacquiao going to call out Floyd? And will y'all pay for that fight again?
Makes him difficult to knock out, because he's focusing so much on defense in these moments where he's so defensive and he's not getting all punches that it's very hard to hit.
So Broner is not, he had the right idea with throwing the right hand, but he once again didn't seem to let his hands go. So that was consistent. And Pacquiao landed, he hurt Broner at least a couple times in this fight initially, with the shots he landed. So 10 seconds left. Broner circling around the ring, boxing, moving, footwork, more footwork. Manny Pacquiao's chasing, or Manny Pacquiao just did an Ali shuffle. Broner just jumped up on the ropes, and the crowd is booing. Pacquiao is kneeling in his corner praying.
Simple. Yeah, it's a simple one. Well, there's a difference in the body language of the Broner family.
Yeah, so it looks like Pacquiao is going to take this win. Round 7, I believe, and round 9, where Pacquiao just dominated the rounds. I mean, now clear domination of rounds with effective punching and the shots that he landed. Broner, he's going to walk away unscathed, but the work rate, Pacquiao landed, I want to say, twice as much as he did. So at least by the stats.
Well, we look at the number. One of the key things is look at the number of body punches landed by Manny Pacquiao. Clearly, that was a big part of his strategy. But the other thing that's important to note is he almost doubled the number of punches that was thrown by Adrian Broner.
Yeah, if you want to be a mod, just comment, and I'll try to come back on the video later when I'm reading the comments, and I'll make note of y'all. But make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like button, follow Champside on Instagram at the Champside, on Twitter at the Champside, and on Facebook at the Champside. So here we go with the decision.
We have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Dave Moretti scores about 117 to 111. Judges Glenn Feldman and Tim Cheatham both scored about 116 to 112. All three in favor of the winner. And still
In his 70th to America, a cockroach. A consistent effort highlighted by a tremendous jab and the ability on several occasions to hurt Adrian Broner, facing an opponent who did not do enough offensively. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, Morrow, thank you very much. Manny, congratulations. You controlled this fight seemingly from the outset with your jab. How do you feel that you were so effective with that in controlling this fight?
I feel so happy because I did my best in the fight, and then also in training. Our strategy and techniques is we use a lot. We did a lot in the training camp, so thank God for this victory.
What do you think about the amount and ability that you had to throw so many punches at the age of 40?
I'm so happy because God gave me this good health, these blessings. At the age of 40,
Like I said, it's more noteworthy that how much he outlanded Broner than how much he outthrew him.
My camp is my coach told me that do not be careless, just wait him, counter him with aggressive, but do not careless.
Why, when so many people thought that your career was possibly over, particularly after the Horn fight, have you been able to come back and be so efficient and so effective and perhaps even improve a little bit?
I really don't believe that my career is over. I proved it in my last fight against Matisi, and now I prove it again at the age of 40. So Manny Pacquiao's journey is still continue.
When you had opportunities in the 7th round and in the 9th round with the onslaught and those rallies, did you feel as though you were going to be able at that point to knock Broner out?
Yeah, I want to push more, but my trainer, Buboy, said that do not be careless, just take time, wait for him, you counter, and then that's what I did.
So, Manny, there's going to be a couple of questions that you're going to get relentlessly for the rest of your life, at least your boxing life. So let's start with the first one. Floyd Mayweather, co-promoter here this evening in the house.
All right, here we go with the Floyd.
Sometimes saying things during the fight. Will you fight him next? Do you want that fight?
Floyd beating on his chest like I'm number one.
And then we will fight. I'm willing to fight again to Floyd Mayweather. If he's willing to come back in boxing.
Floyd, you're staying out of the ring, but we got a camera there. Are you going to accept that challenge? A simple nod.
They said they got a camera there.
Yes or no, Floyd? No reaction?
They trying to yes or no Floyd on camera, on the spot. Now you know you can't get no millionaire to do nothing like that.
For giving this big opportunity for us, especially to my fighters in the Philippines. So I think TGP, PP Promotion, PBC, and maybe the promotion and Broner Promotion. So I really thankful for this team that they are very coordinated with each other.
And the second question would be, do you want to be president of the Philippines? You will now go back and do your job as a senator. Would you like to be president someday?
Well, to become a president, I don't have that in my mind right now, and I have no plan to run for a president. And
Many want that stimulus package, that Mayweather stimulus package. When you fight Mayweather, that's like taking 5 or 6 fights, man. That's how much money you get when you fight Floyd. And he already got, I believe, a $20 million guaranteed to fight Broner. So Al Heyman is taking care of Manny Pacquiao now that he's not with Top Rank Boxing. I'm going to touch on that afterwards. Okay, here we go, AB.
Professionally, we're not going to have an interview. You make the decision. What did you think about
Why they going?
I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. I controlled the fight. He was missing. I hit him clean more times. I beat him.
You averaged 8 punches. Less than 8 punches was the most punches that you had in the round, and it seemed as though you couldn't get close enough.
It already sounded like you was against me. So I already ain't got a fair shake talking to you. But let me talk something. Let me let y'all know. I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Y'all know I beat that boy. What they trying to do is they trying to get that money again with Pacquiao and Floyd. What they do is they trying to get that money again with Pacquiao and Floyd. But it's cool. I ain't worried about it. I'm still that nigga, man. I'm on top Cincinnati.
Oh, hold
Money again with Pacquiao and Floyd. But it's cool. I ain't worried about it. I'm still that nigga, man. I'm on top Cincinnati. Stand up.
Oh, they must have cut that. They must have cut it on the pay-per-view. So, man, what y'all think about that? So now AB is going with, you know, he didn't lose. He's saying he didn't lose the fight. AB trying to keep that money train going, you know. But Pacquiao won the fight, man. Pacquiao clearly won the fight. Broner again wasn't active enough. And Pacquiao didn't do a whole lot. He just had he won the rounds that he won easily. You know, he won them by just throwing more punches. You know, even if the shots landed on the glove, on the arm, on the shoulder, on the neck, that's scoring punches. You know, as far as on the punches landed stat. So, yeah, they try to put Floyd on the spot, put the camera on him real quick and ask him, will he accept Manny Pacquiao's challenge? Yes or no? That's, what's his name? Jim Gray. So Jim Gray is interviewing Broner and told him, we could do this professionally or we can do it not at all. Like, come on, man, you're nobody in the grand scheme of things. Like, just ask the man the question so we could hear what he got to say. But anyway, yeah, so people paid, they paid the $75 for the pay-per-view. And, I'm not going to judge the fight that way, but I'm going to just say that it was lacking what you need to leave a good impression with fans when you charge them pay-per-view and they tune into these fights, because I thought both fighters could have did more. So the next pay-per-view we looking at is Errol Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia, and I can tell y'all one thing, I don't think we'll have that problem in that fight, because that's going to be a hell of a fight for however long it lasts, or if it goes 12 rounds. So we covering that fight too, man. We covering that Mikey Garcia, Errol Spence Jr. fight heavy too. So make sure, like I said, make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, share at the Champ Side on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. And if y'all been following us for, since last year or whenever you started following us, shout out if you just started following today. Shout out to everybody rocking with me. Shout out to the Champ Side family. And if y'all don't know, we heavy on Instagram. If y'all go look on Adrian Broner's Instagram right now, he posted a couple of our posts. We on pretty much most of the fighters post, just because, we like to promote some of these guys and let casual fans know who they are. People who don't really watch boxing know who these guys are. So we try to promote them and make boxing grow, man, because it's coming back. Shout out to the UFC. They had a card tonight. I don't know if that card is still on. TJ Dillashaw. I might have to look that up. If y'all know who won, I don't mind. Just drop it in the comments. That TJ Dillashaw fight. But anyway, man, on the boxing note, we need great fights, man, in these moments. And Broner he's got everything outside of the ring to bring people to watch the fight. But every fucking time it gets to the fight, it's like we don't get all of Broner. We just, I never judge fighters because, they're the ones that have to make the decisions, health-wise, and they have families. And he walked away unscathed. I'm glad, you know what I mean? I'm glad they both walked away in good health. But you know, when you say it's for the hood and I saw the people, you know, gravitating towards this fight who don't watch boxing. Again, shout out to people who just started following just based on Broner's star appeal and this fight being the big fight. But that's the moment where you gotta capitalize and give people a great fight that they gonna remember. And I don't think this fight is gonna be memorable. You know, I love Manny Pacquiao, I love Adrian Broner, but this is not gonna be a memorable fight. You know, we gonna remember it as, you know, I'm gonna remember it as Pacquiao had 2 really good rounds where he hurt AB. AB made him miss a lot of shots, but because Pacquiao was reaching and throwing so much, he was throwing bullshit punches, bullshit jabs to get in one shot, and he was landing them. So, or they would just hit, you know, like I say, anywhere on the body is a shot landed. So, if y'all watch the fight, tell me what y'all think of the fight, man. And what do y'all want to see Pacquiao do next? Fight Floyd, fight Spence Garcia winner. I think that would be a good option. Spence Garcia winner. I know people are still trying to see Keith Thurman come back, but I want to see Keith Thurman fight a Pacquiao. I mean, he might be. I don't think Keith Thurman's too big, but so shout out to Keith Thurman too. He's fighting next week. Josecito Lopez. Shout out Jimmy. I'm trying to read some of the comments now. So Dillashaw won. That's what y'all say he lost. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. He got KO'd. See, I gotta go look for myself because I know he got the trolls and stuff. But you know, I saw that he dropped a lot of weight for that fight. So let me check it out real quick. Okay, and still. So he did lose. Oh, he got KO'd or he got submitted. See, I'm interested in that stuff too, man. Like I don't follow it too close, but I just, you know, I know TJ Dillashaw from, you know, sparring with Lomachenko. If y'all don't know, he sparred a lot with Lomachenko. Of course, they don't show you how he lost, but they just show the clip of the guy celebrating. So anyway, yeah, the fight is over. Pacquiao won clearly. Yeah, man. Like I said, the fight wasn't that memorable. If y'all missed it or y'all didn't pay, you know, like I said, I'm not talking shit. I'm not trying to spoil anybody's name, but I don't think you, like I said, you can see the highlights probably in a 1.5 minute video, if that. So shout out to Midnight. You a real one. You dig? Yeah, so I haven't really shout out to Vegas. Yeah, man. I haven't really, you know, done my commentary thing. So if y'all been following it, y'all don't know. We just mostly heavy on social media, Instagram, Twitter. So haven't really done the commentary on YouTube, but that's one of the things we're trying to do in 2019. So make sure y'all follow us. You know, we had a big 2018, you know, we're in New Orleans a couple of times for Regis Prograis fight. You know, we got some great interviews with Jaron Ennis, Joshua Greer Jr., Don't Blink, Abraham Nova, Cool Boy Stephen Fulton Jr., Dylan White from Mayweather Promotions, who just picked up a win the other day, Regis Prograis, like I said before, my guys in New Orleans Boxing Club, Zero Hill, Sean Hemphill, Jonathan Montrell, Teofimo Lopez. We linked with him in New Orleans for the fight on July 14th. So yeah, man. I mean, we out here too. We covering fights. So, but it's not just that. It's all sports. But But yeah, man, what do y'all think about Broner? Where does Broner go? So he's fought. See, the thing I like about Broner is that he fights big fights. It's just how he fights when he fights the big fights that leaves a lot to be desired. So a lot of these guys ain't even fought a Mikey Garcia. They haven't fought a Marcus Maidana. They haven't fought a Manny Pacquiao. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I like that he fights these fights, but it's like, man, it seems like he's trying to preserve himself more than put himself out there and go out on his shield. And that's pretty obvious. And I don't blame fighters because I'm not in the ring. So I wouldn't tell another person that they need to go out on their shield. You know, they have families, but it's like, damn, man, like I saw people putting crazy money on Broner. I mean, y'all, I'm gonna go back and see how many of y'all put money on Broner, and you know, that happens all the time. People win and you lose, but like I said, you can't really bet with your heart. You don't bet with your heart. Speaking of bets, let me know who y'all, if y'all are football fans, who y'all got this weekend. Saints versus Rams, Chiefs versus Patriots. Who's going to Atlanta? And we love all sports, man. Basketball, football, boxing. So this is a brand. You get everything when you come to the champ side. Everything. So we met Terrence Crawford out in New Orleans too. That was cool. So yeah, I honestly think they're gonna make the throw them Florida Lees up. That's what I want to see. I think that Pacquiao is gonna fight. He's gonna fight Broner, and he's gonna fight Mayweather. But you know what? I didn't really care for how Floyd looked in that fight in Japan. I know he said he didn't even do a training camp, which he probably got some rounds in, but I believe him when he said that he didn't look like he was in great shape. But I mean, he's 40. So for 40, he looked good. But I think Pacquiao is a little more fresh right now. And even though he easily dispatched the Pacquiao, you know, in 2015, I think Pacquiao has a better chance now than he did then. And that's what the interesting thing about the Pacquiao versus Mayweather saga was. Floyd waited till Pacquiao got older. Y'all realize that Floyd is older than Pacquiao, right? Y'all realize that Floyd wasn't in his prime either, right? Like, how does it only work for one fighter not being in a prime? Pacquiao wasn't in his prime. That's why Floyd dominated him. Okay. Like, that's why I was saying during the fight, they said, Pacquiao's throwing 70 punches. Just all these random, useless statements, man. Just be feeding people thoughts and pathways, how they should think about stuff, instead of letting people get the data that matters. You know what I mean? So Floyd was in his prime when he fought Pacquiao, but he still dominated him. So in the second fight, I see Pacquiao having a better chance. But I don't know. Do y'all want to see that fight? And if I don't know, I mean, I really don't get the negativity energy because I'm just rolling right now. But Big E said, "Who the fuck cares? They both washed up." I mean, it's not that I care. It's that's the fight they're giving y'all. I mean, if you watched the fight, which you probably didn't, they had Floyd sitting front and center, and Floyd is always the draw. He's the biggest athlete in sports. Go check the Forbes list. You could probably find that info ASAP. So when they put Floyd in these positions, they telling you what they're trying to do. So it's not that I care, Big E. It's that's the fight that they're trying to sell to you next. Mayweather Pacquiao too. And the thing is like, people are like, oh, I don't want to see it, but you gonna watch it. people probably said the same thing about this fight, but they sure looked it up. They sure looked up where to get that stream link. So when that fight come out and they announce that, guess what's gonna happen? Y'all gonna be looking to get that stream link, saying, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna pay for it. So I mean, even if you don't put your money into it, your time is money, right? So you still putting time into it. You still watching it. You still giving it your energy. If we not with something, we not giving it no energy at all. If I'm not trying to see something and I don't agree with it, it's getting no energy. And so that's the difference. Is y'all be giving it energy. Y'all spend a lot of, and I'm only talking to these specific people. I'm not talking to the people rocking with me on this channel, but it's the energy you giving it that drives the demand for it. And that's why Floyd loves his haters. Because y'all gonna tune in and watch him lose. Especially if y'all think it's a chance. Oh yes, y'all gonna pay that pay-per-view money to see it. So, and then you got people who complain about pay-per-view and they ain't never bought a pay-per-view. Like, are you serious? Oh, I'm not buying that. What pay-per-view have you ever bought? Please tell us. Especially, you got a little younger generation. I'm probably included in that younger generation, but we in the streaming era, so anyway, man. So people saying you said Broner got robbed. Who think Broner got robbed? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, I mean, yeah, boo boo. We don't want the fight, but we gonna watch it because it's like, I mean, what does it take out of your day to watch, two of the biggest fighters, whether they 40 or whatever, fight? I mean, if you're a boxing fan, you watch boxing anyway. You watch the small fights. You watch the fights on Sundays, on Tuesdays, on Mondays, on ESPN, on Fox Sports 1, on Showtime, on DAZN, on anything, on Fight TV, whatever, like on ambiguous streams, on anything. You'll watch a fight on anything from anywhere at any time. So to say, oh, I'm not going to watch that fight, I don't want it and I don't want to see it, it's like, just save your energy, accept the fight is going to happen, and go from there. And like I said, the next pay-per-view, though, I think we're going to get our money's worth. I think we're going to get our money's worth with Errol Spence and Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia. And I mean, I think sorry, I'm trying to read some of the comments. I see y'all boys, hey, just exit out, man. That's it. Like I said, if we ain't rocking with it, we ain't giving it no energy. That's just some advice for you. So yeah, I think Broner got about 2.5 million guaranteed for the fight. And Pacquiao got, I want to say he got 20 million guaranteed. So like I was saying earlier, so Pacquiao came over from Top Rank Boxing. He wasn't did that real weird fight against Matisse, I think in Malaysia, without Top Rank. Or it might have had Top Rank at the last minute. And then Manny Pacquiao said he didn't get paid. The 2 million, that's just his guarantee, TJC. The 2 million for Broner, that's just the guarantee. But that don't include like on the back end and what you get, from the replays of the pay-per-view and them showing the pay-per-view. So he's probably gonna get way more than 2 million. I mean, he's probably gonna get upwards of 10 million at least. And that's what I'm saying, man. Broner been getting money in boxing. And, I think people want Broner to be Floyd in the ring. but he's more like Floyd outside the ring. And that's just who he's been. And I think people still are hoping that they see flashes of greatness out of AB in that Floyd sense. But I mean, like I say, he's got it down outside the ring. Everybody wants to watch him after he gets done talking his shit, and just his energy that he gives off. But then in the ring, it's like he's trying to preserve, And I don't like, so G man, I see you working hard in the comments, bro. Like, I'm not worried about the dislikes at all. We're not worried about that, because it's whoever is in here rocking with us, they rocking with us. So that's all that matters. Yeah, I see y'all talking about Tank. Yeah, like I said, y'all got an answer for all that shit y'all talked about Tank. He in shape, and he's looking good, man. Hopefully he does fight 3 times a year. Like he said, he wants to fight 3 times a year. So hopefully we see a great performance out of Tank. He fought last April. That was the last time he fought, when he fought Cuellar. I think that was a 3-round fight. He knocked him out in 3 rounds. And he looked good in that fight. That fight, he was with Kevin Cunningham. But I think now he's back with Calvin Ford. So, I mean, Tank has it outside the ring too. He's a different personality, but he's got charisma. He's got youth. He's an exciting fighter. And people seem to think Tank is all power, but he has great head movement. He just hasn't had to show it. He has great reflexes. So they'll Tank the truth. And I don't know if y'all saw Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez ran into each other for Broner fight week. It's, the energy was pretty respectful. But, Haney made it a point to say, like, you didn't, like, you making shit up. You didn't do none of the stuff you said you did. And, they seem kind of mutual. So it seemed like they want to set up that fight later. And so, yeah, Tank got heavy hands. And so the thing too about Broner, man, for y'all that don't understand, sorry, I'm jumping all around. I'm just freestyling. That's what I do. But the thing about Broner that people don't understand is that it's not really how you lose. It's not really losing, man. It's how you lose. And it's hard. It's harder to support him when he loses in certain ways. Because in the Maidana fight, for example, he got knocked down in that fight. He was hurt. He was hurt bad in that fight. But he hurt Maidana at the end of that fight. He showed true grit in that fight. He was in pretty much survival mode. Not in the sense that he was just like hanging on, but he showed some toughness. And that's not a bad way to lose. It was a surprising loss, but it wasn't like, perception-wise, like, okay, I can't rock with him because, he didn't show no heart, because I saw people jumping off Guillermo Rigondeaux bandwagon after he quit against Loma. Like, people was like, nah, like, I can't mess with him. He a quitter. Like he found the nearest exit in that fight. And I shout out to y'all because y'all know who y'all are. But all that to say, man, it's not losing, it's how you lose. And I'm getting my AB on. That's why I'm saying, I'm getting my AB on. It's your boy, AB, So, yeah, dislike the video every time I say, that's how many times AB landed a punch. But anyway, so yeah, man, like people gonna hate on AB, but there's stuff that people are attracted to about AB that have nothing to do with boxing that people that only follow boxing don't understand. So on the champ side, we deal in culture and sports. You know what I mean? You got to understand what's going on in the culture to understand why people even follow AB, why he's connected to Rick Ross, why he's connected to Future, why he has Migos coming out with him, Kodak Black coming out with him, Kendrick Lamar coming out with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not reading none of this shit off the paper. This is all off the top of my head. So what I'm trying to say is that it's, as long as you put up a fight, man, like they're gonna keep rocking with you. And I think people will rock with AB regardless till he's done. Has nothing to do with wins and losses or how he looks. And people like, I don't understand why y'all support AB. But that's just the thing, is that sorry, I'm trying to read a few comments. Keep it going. I'm gonna just get you out of here, G man, because you got too much time on your hands. Yeah, and I'm not saying this a such thing as a good loss. I'm just saying that there's close fights where you lose. So for example, was Tyson Fury's loss a good loss? Excuse me, was the draw a good loss for it was more of a loss, I think, for Fury because he felt like he won and a lot of people felt like he won, but was that good for him? So, but like I said, I think people they just relate to AB outside the ring, so they're gonna still support him, but he that was his biggest fight and he had a chance to like really rewrite his story, but he didn't come with it. He wanted to counter Pacquiao. Pacquiao would throw his double jab in his right hand, and Broner would try to time it coming in. He threw it from the beginning of the fight, so he clearly had the right idea going into the fight. He wanted to land a Marquez type of right hand against the southpaw Manny Pacquiao, but he didn't. He couldn't land it. If no one relates to AB, then why does he have over 1 million followers on Instagram? And why would they ever put him on pay-per-view? Why was he calling himself Mr. HBO? Why is he the biggest American fighter in boxing right now? A loss is a loss. By the way, who y'all got tomorrow? Saints versus Rams. Chiefs versus Patriots. Yeah, G-Man was hate. But yeah, man, it's like at the end of the day, me personally, I try not to judge because again, I'm not in the ring. And if people feel, everybody's is a critic, I try not to be on the critic side. I try to just, give the facts, some opinion, just make it interesting, entertainment wise. But like I said, people have faith in Broner like they got faith in Floyd. But Floyd's just he was always a different breed, man. Like even now, everybody wants to move like Floyd. They want to take the least, not to say that, okay, let me take that back before I get on that train of thought. So Pretty Boy Floyd coming up and even into, Money Mayweather, he fought the fights, man. He fought plenty of good fighters. And it's just funny, like at every stop, everybody had an excuse for Floyd's resume. Oh, he was too young then. Canelo. He was too old then. Mosley. He was he wasn't in his prime. He was coming off an injury. He would stop that shit, man. Stop it. Don't make me go post that clip of Shane Mosley talking about he got a toothache, man. Stop that. So, but yeah, everybody want to move like Floyd, but they didn't put in that work like Floyd. And that's what we have. But I think we got some fighters that's going to change that, man. Did y'all see Shakur Stevenson yesterday? Shakur Stevenson, man. Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Virgil Ortiz. A lot of good young fighters, man. A lot of good young fighters. I want to say David Benavidez is 20 or 21. I just remember him being young, man. And that's another fighter who's already a champion. I don't remember if they gave him his belt back for the shit he got into, but I think these fighters is going to get it on a little sooner. And like I said on one of the homies' podcasts, Ringside Rave, I think y'all going to be disappointed this year, man. I'm going to just be honest. I think y'all going to be disappointed because I don't think we're going to get Spence versus Crawford. And I don't think we're going to get Wilder versus Joshua. And I don't think we're going to get Loma versus Mikey. Those are probably like the biggest fights that I want to see. And I don't think we're going to see them in 2019 because most of these fighters are on networks that have just re-signed or just got new deals. PBC just got a new deal with Fox and Showtime. And Top Rank just got a new deal for all these are long-term deals too, 5, 6, 7 years. Top Rank just got a long deal with ESPN. So yeah, man, I'm just freestyling. So shout out to everybody still rocking. I'm just going off the top of my head about boxing thoughts, man. Just stuff you be thinking about, like, damn, we really don't have, like, think about all the good fights in boxing, and it's like we can't get them. It's like they so unreachable, man. Like fights you would think like shit. Crawford is what, 28, 29 right now, 30. Spence is not getting up there, but think about it. A lot of these fighters, they 30. They right around that 30 mark. And like how long do we have to see Crawford hit 33, 34 before we see him fight Spence? Like, no, let's see that shit now. We don't need to wait till these dudes lose a step or somebody knock them off or they get an injury. You just never know what could happen. So, and then I see Dylan White looks like he's switching sides in the heavyweight division. So, yeah, that's what I picked up on today is that we're going to see Jarrell Miller and Anthony Joshua in the U.S. because Eddie Hearn is basically saying that he needs to position Anthony Joshua in this market, to make him bigger. So I think he wants to put him in Madison Square Garden against Big Baby Miller. I don't know when we're going to get that Joshua Wilder fight. It looks like we might get Fury Wilder too, but I can't tell with that one, man. I just can't tell. Like, Who y'all think will win Crawford Spence? I feel like that's the most. The thing is both them dudes some dogs, man. They both dogs. They have a little different personality, but I feel like they both willing to go wherever the other one go. And that's a fight where you know what you gonna get. You know you're not gonna see no bullshit in that fight. That's a no bullshit fight right there. That's a lot of body work in that fight. That's a lot of body work. And I don't know, man. I think Crawford is it's one of them things where Crawford probably people act like Spence can't box for some reason. I don't know why. They think he's just all power. I don't know. What y'all think about that? Is it the size of Spence? Okay, I got you, Big E. I'm gonna throw you this alley-oop. Make sure you dunk it. You got the Saints and the Chiefs. Yeah, so yeah, man. Thank you, Carmelo Moody. So I could get back on my thought since I'm all over the place. But yeah, they all tied up in long-term contracts, like you said. Yeah, Big E took a big L. Shout out to Helicopter Ben. I mean, that's the thing is I'm not reading the comments, so I mean, dudes spamming and hating, that's all good. I see y'all shouting me out too. I'm gonna go back and read all the comments, but I'm not worried about that shit at all. So, but yeah, man. So they in these long-term contracts. Then you got DAZN. So you see Canelo, Danny Jacobs, who y'all got in that fight. That's another fight where I could see. I saw that fight getting made because they're on the same app. Canelo just signed that big ass deal, and they're gonna get that money back. So, you know, he's got to fight big fights. So DAZN, when they got the triple threat of belts, just like PBC has at 147, they were able to get Jacobs and Andrade now. So now Eddie Hearn is dangling that piece with Andrade. He's probably gonna fight Billy Joe Saunders next. But if he doesn't, I don't think he's gonna fight Canelo next. I don't see Andrade and Canelo fighting this year. I don't see that. I think Eddie will probably give Andrade like a Billy Joe fight, and if he wins that, you know, buy a little more time. But either way, man, the point is that they have Canelo, they have Danny Jacobs, and they have Andrade all with belts at middleweight. So what you think Canelo gonna do when he's the one of the faces of DAZN? He gonna get all them belts. At least try. So, and if it's Jacobs just signed a 3-year deal with DAZN. I believe he's still managed or advised by Al Heyman. So just so y'all don't get that twisted when y'all see Eddie Hearn and Jacobs on DAZN, he's still with Al Heyman. So yeah, man, DAZN got they set. Showtime, Fox got they set, or Premier Boxing Champions, and Top Rank got they set. And that's how it is, man. I don't see none of them putting money in each other's pockets at all. You think you're gonna see a DAZN ESPN collab pay-per-view? No. You think you're gonna see a Fox DAZN pay-per-view? No. So how do you think? I mean, yeah, the fighter will have to go on the opposite side, right? So a Charlo will have to go to Canelo on DAZN, right? Let's say you go fight on DAZN. Is Fox, who just invested their money into Premier Boxing Champions and running ads for the Charlos during NFL coverage every halftime, every commercial break, they're showing the Charlos fight that aired on, December 22nd on the premiere episode of PBC on Fox. You think they're gonna let a Charlo go fight on the Zone, or a Mikey Garcia or a Spence, who they putting on Fox pay-per-view, fight on the Zone or on ESPN? No, man. Not at all. The dude said Floyd versus Ray Lewis. Yeah, Canelo is no joke with them body punches. You're right. And I don't know why people think that it's an easy fight for Canelo if they do, because a lot of people had Jacobs beating Triple G. I know we don't do triangle theories. I'm just saying, I mean, people act like Jacobs just gonna lay down or something. You know, he does have, I want to see them sized up together. I think he's definitely the bigger fighter. Y'all still saying Broner won? So anyway, man, yeah, we just kicking it. It's over. The fight's over. Pacquiao won. He won by wide decision by UD. If you haven't subscribed to the Champ Side on Instagram, at the Champ Side, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Why would I be salty about Broner's loss? It didn't affect me at all. So, I mean, it's really nothing to talk about. Like I said earlier, if you've been watching, shout out to the 300 or so people still in here. The fight, there was nothing to talk about about the fight. The shit was not memorable. So once you go rewatch the fight, then come back here and talk about it. Let me know. I mean, like I said, Pacquiao clearly won the fight. He hurt Broner bad not bad, but he hurt him enough in the 7th and 9th rounds. And the fight was close in the beginning, as far as, you know, neither fighter was landing significant punches. Pacquiao was more active. He was throwing more punches. They told us that he threw 70 jabs or something by the 4th round, but they didn't tell us how many of those jabs landed. He outlanded Broner in the end, you know, twice as much. But like I said, it wasn't a great fight. It wasn't a Canelo Triple G2 that we just saw. You know, think about that feeling after you saw Canelo Triple G2 versus this fight. You know what I mean? It left a lot to be desired. And if you haven't, then just go check it out and see for yourself. But anyway, man. Yeah, I do support Broner, James. I see you trying to throw a little shit. But as far as AB saying he won after the fight, I mean, he usually does say that. He said that in the draw with Jesse Vargas. I thought he probably won that fight, but I mean, he's, like I said, it's almost like he's trying to preserve. So when you preserve and you go, oh well, he didn't hit me. You know, he was missing shots. He was, but you didn't work enough. You didn't do enough to get them close ass rounds, man. Like the rounds was there for AB to win. It wasn't like I said, it wasn't like there was all these vicious shots being landed each round, man. It was a very feint and counter, move around the ring, feint, counter, Manny jumping in, throwing combos to land, you know, at least 1 or 2 punches. But yeah, you can't. I mean, I feel like that's, you know, a lot of people pay money to drop money on AB, and you know, he still has a career. I mean, regardless if y'all think he sucks, somebody is gonna pay to watch him fight. You know, they put that fight in Vegas for a reason. But see, the thing, y'all say AB is dumb, but just remember who he's fighting. You know, he got a draw with Jesse Vargas, but if you fighting Mikey Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, it's not like you on the UK resume where you just fighting random jobbers. And AB could do that. He could just go fight random jobbers in Cincinnati all day. But it's different when you're trying to get those big fights and those big paydays. And I think that'll probably be the biggest fight he'll ever be in. Unless he starts fighting. Now think about it, he could still fight Spence. He could still fight. I mean, these are his homeboys, but you know, Danny Garcia, maybe. That was a fight that we thought we would see, you know, when PBC started. My Life, you said you can't wait to watch the highlights. And I said you could probably watch them highlights in about a minute. Yeah, no, losing to the top fighters doesn't make you a good fighter. It doesn't. But you have to fight. If you fight top competition and you lose, is obviously different than if you fighting or you're getting upset by guys who have no business beating you anyway. But that's what I always said, is that AB has to separate himself from the lower competition. Like, you shouldn't draw with Jesse Vargas. You shouldn't have a close fight with your boy from Chicago. Adrian Granados. You know, so yeah, AB needed this win. He needed to look good, period. Like, even if, like I said, even if he didn't get the win, he just needed to look good. So y'all tell me what y'all looking forward to most next as far as in boxing. Now that Pacquiao and Broner are done, do y'all still want to see Manny Pacquiao fight? Do y'all still want to see Broner fight? Keith Thurman next week, and then you got Tank starting February, and then you got Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia in March. You got Terrence Crawford, Amir Khan in April. Who y'all got in that fight? Crawford Khan. We did a couple of videos on that, so make sure y'all check that out too. Well, I think we got fights going out to May. May is the last date, probably, with Jacobs and Canelo. And that's the first half of the year so far.
Unanimous decision.
Score
totals. Judge at ringside, Dave Moretti scores the bout 117 to 111. Judges Glenn Feldman and Tim Cheatham both score the bout 116 to 112. All three in favor of the winner. And still, Manny Pacquiao.
In its 78th professional fight, 40-year-old Manny Pacquiao records his 61st victory as he returns to America, a country champion.
We have a
Here with Floyd Mayweather.
So here's I'm gonna let y'all hear. Shout out to everybody still here. Rock with me. I'm gonna try to use y'all time wisely. So I'm gonna play the clip of Floyd Mayweather during the fight talking Jim Gray.
Here with Floyd Mayweather. What do you think of what you've seen so far?
It's a chess match. I think Manny is kind of edging Adrian out in a chess match. I got it 4-1 or either 3-2. Good matchup, chess match. Some nights that's what you get in boxing.
Manny's 40 years old. Do you notice the age?
Of course, age is always going to play a major factor, but youth is on his side. You know, Manny 10 years ago would be a total different fighter. Just like myself 10 years ago, I would be a total different fighter.
Well, you're going to be 42 years of age here next month.
Yes, and I can remember when
I'm going to take on Manny Pacquiao should he win.
From the age of 19 through 29, I had 35 wins and 24 knockouts. But once I reached the age of 30, I think I started slowing down. And y'all constantly keep asking me about the fight with Manny Pacquiao. He must get past ADRIEN Broner first. And as of right now, I'm living a happy life.
I'm here with Floyd Mayweather. What do you think of what you've seen so far?
Floyd said he's living a happy life. So I don't know, man. I think that's the fight we're going to get. I think so too, Carmelo. And that's why I said boxing is like any other sport, man. Like these dudes get hit in the fucking head at the highest level. It's not basketball where you might catch you might tear your ACL. You might just the injuries are just different. You know what I mean? Football is pretty bad too, but at some point you do have to think of it like these guys trying to make a career out of it. They're trying to maximize their profits. And sometimes it does come across like business decisions. And I think that's why fighters who don't fight like that get so much love, like Spence, like Crawford, like Mikey Garcia. They don't fight with business decisions. You know what I mean? They go out there and they try to impose their will and dog you out. No, fighters aren't businessmen. But like, for example, like just because I said that, that's not me saying that they are. I'm just saying that that's how they act. That's what it comes off as when they do stuff like that. When they make certain moves. I don't think Broner is hurting the way y'all think he is. Cause I'm sure he's gonna get paid nicely. And like I said, he didn't really take no damage in the fight. Now, going back to Badu Jack, man, just because that sparked the image of him, man, that cut he got from that headbutt was nasty. Yeah, AB said he won the fight. Here's a clip of Tank talking.
I believe that it's going to be an action-packed fight. We have Adrian that's, he what's ahead of him. A young star, we have Manny Pacquiao that's a legend, that's have the experience. And I believe that, we're gonna have a great fight. I believe that 2019 is going to be big for boxing. We're starting off with Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner. I think that this is going to be one of them that go down in the books as a great fight.
What do you think you're going to see tonight?
I believe that it's going to be an action.
Yeah, so that's Tank talking. Here's Manny talking about fighting Floyd after the fight.
So, Manny, there's going to be a couple of questions that you're going to get relentlessly for the rest of your life, at least your boxing life. So let's start with the first one. Floyd Mayweather, co-promoter here this evening, in the house, watching and assessing you, sometimes saying things during the fight. Will you fight him next? Do you want that fight?
You know, tell him to come back to the ring, and then we will fight. I'm willing to fight again to Floyd Mayweather if he's willing to come back in boxing.
Floyd, you're staying out of the ring, but we got a camera there. Are you going to accept that challenge? A simple nod will do on the monitor.
That man said a simple nod will do. They try to pin Floyd down on accepting the fight on camera.
So, Manny, there's going to be a couple of questions that you're...
Have a unanimous decision.
Yeah, man. So that's how it went down. Like I said earlier, if you didn't pay the $70 or $80, I don't think you didn't miss a whole lot. You could probably watch the highlights in under a minute. Wasn't a bad fight. It was just a very Broner trying to counter. Pacquiao fainting, getting in, landing some shots, but nothing significant until the 7th round. He hurt Broner. He threw some hooks behind Broner's guard because Broner is in the high guard on the ropes, back against the ropes. And he threw a couple shots that landed. And then in the 9th round, he hit him with that left that sent him flying. And Broner was like, man, come on, like, keep throwing. But you can't talk and fight. You know what I mean? You got to work. Rasheed Warren lost, Badu Jack lost, and Broner lost. So that was, it was a fight promoted by about billions of Mayweather Promotions. All their fighters lost. So, well, I don't know about the younger fighters who fought on the non-televised part. I know they got a couple fighters. No more pay-per-view for AB. He blew it. Y'all tripping, man. But yeah, that was a golden opportunity, man, for Broner to shine right there and go all out. I mean, he showed he had good defense for most of the fight, but that wasn't, nobody's gonna view the fight like that, So they had some stars there. They had people's attention from the build up in the fight week. We'll have to see what the numbers look like. But now all I can think about is Errol Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia, man. That's what I want to see. If Pacquiao doesn't fight Floyd, I'd rather see him fight the Spence Garcia winner. Manny Pacquiao won. He let the culture down. Yeah, that's the thing. Like when I saw AB saying, the shit for the hood. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I hope he go in this fight, because that's all we ever hear is, will he let his hands go? Will he let his hands go? Like I said, his defense is good, but he's not working off of. He's not working. Yeah, man. So I'm just gonna talk some shit about my Saints. So if you're a Rams fan, I'm sorry for you. Michael Thomas burnt Marcus Peters for 200 yards. No Talib, but Talib. Let's see what y'all saying. Yeah, Pack from the slums too. Pack got that bag, man. As soon as he left. Shit, man. I'm out of here. Y'all subscribe, like, comment, share at the Champ Side on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. I'm out. As always, thank y'all for y'all time. I'll holler.